about fucking furry copy passes and 4chan.
I think you'd run out of material pretty quickly if that's
Nah,
all.
nah.
If that's all you talked about on your own podcast.
They fucking hate them over there. So you know.
Yeah, but I still don't know if there's enough. You know, that's
It'll
a
be enough, and
sustainable.
when I run out, that's the end of me.
It's over. You erase your entire like online existence, like
in general existence. I'm getting a gun now.
No. I think it's better if you just go off the grid. Like, and don't talk to anyone.
Just move to Uzbekistan or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Our country.
Throw your phone in the fucking garbage. Just hop on a plane.
Snap it in half. Like,
hop on a boat and just go.
Just go.
I'll live my Waterworld fantasies. I'll be out there by myself, but no one can find me.
Yeah, I'd like to solve the puzzle.
All right, go ahead.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantic.
That's it.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth.
Are you hitting a bong? What?
Okay.
Sorry, I had to do my iconic bong rip that I do for every episode. Welcome everyone back to the Robo-Café podcast.
I like how you said that with fear in your voice, like you should.
No, I had a frog in my throat.
Hot dog, jumping frog,
So,
Albuquerque. Hot dog, jumping frog,
Okay.
Albuquerque. I need to get that out of my system, okay? I'm sorry.
So,
You should be.
wait, when was the last
A while ago.
episode? It was
been
like
like a couple
over
of
a
weeks,
month
at least.
ago, I think.
Like,
right?
it's been a while.
Like,
Legit has.
I want
been
to
a while.
say, my bad, but also, it's not like anyone listens to the podcast.
No, we're allowed to take a break.
I'm like, I've been working kind of, so it's like whatever. It's just fucking boring. I'll like,
Yeah.
the podcast is like fine, I guess, but with the like, work put into like the reward out of it kind of thing. It's like, because it's not like it's something else where it's something that I'm really passionate about doing, so I don't mind like low payoff. It's like it is, it's easy, but at the same time, is it there's still enough work put into it that like, putting videos out to get like 3 views is that really that worth it? Like that regularly?
Yeah.
And it's like, plus it's like, and I doing it weekly. It's like we just saw, because we're not like these big YouTube people that like have they had their $1 million lunches with their fucking the beaten forces on their plates. No, we're just a bunch of fucking idiots that don't really have anything else going on in our lives aside from like part-time job.
It's also even that it's like it's not like it's that engaging to talk about what goes on in our lives.
Yeah, we're not doing anything
normal.
really besides this.
Because as much as we can talk about, trending topics or whatever, it's like...
It's like there's people for that. You got the moist criticals, you got the
our
pyrocynicals.
lives are fucking... I mean, it's also like I stream, so it's like there's no shortage of videos where it's like like recordings of a Discord call with us in it.
Yeah.
Like I stream at least once a week still, and often you guys are there.
Yeah,
So
we're
it's like,
occurring casts.
it's not it's not like and those are fucking long. Like way longer than the podcast is.
They're like hours.
I try and stream for like anywhere from like 4 to 6 hours on like a good day.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
But anyway, guys, let's talk about
the uplifting note that shows what we think of this.
Let's talk about the year coming to an end. Because this is probably our last. If we wanted to, we could maybe record one next week, but I don't really see the point.
No.
Yeah.
this is probably the last podcast for the year, and maybe, I don't know, for a while. I don't see it. I don't see it, at least for a while, being a weekly thing until there's like enough going on in specifically Robo-Cafe for it to like maintain that.
I feel like we might have to restructure how we approach
I feel like
Robo-Cafe.
I feel like a podcast is just boring at this point. Like,
there's
like kind of shit.
classic thing
if we're still doing it, I'd say we would have to like. There needs to be some like buffer period where there's enough going on in our lives to substantiate us talking for like an hour and a half. About it. Like,
it's also like remote is kind of like, not that it would be enhanced that much better if we could do it in person more regularly, but it's like it would be nicer too, you know?
Yeah, obviously.
Because otherwise, it essentially is the same thing.
It's streams with no visual accompaniment.
Well, it's more when we do it remote. It's just us talking on Discord. We already do that like often, so.
Yeah, that's what the stream essentially is.
The vibe is like not that different to shit.
Yeah.
At least in person, you can like try and do shit. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, the problem is getting together. It's one, getting together, and two, like, I don't like people in my house. So
that's fair.
I don't enjoy having my friends over. I never have. I think it's like my family is like, I don't enjoy. I've said this before. I don't enjoy the way my friends interact with my family, even if it's just normal like conversations or whatever. It's like unbearingly cringe to me.
It's so strange.
Just watching like my friends interact because it's like such a different environment. Like the two fields, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Plus, you guys are all gay retards, so.
Oh yeah, you can't talking about
my family's normal. You guys are fucking weird.
Yeah, we're fucking losers. I remember trying to talk to your mum about shit sometimes. It's always just like really weird because I always have that like, it's just like she's very like gentle and like, I don't know, and I'm just like weird bogan child, I guess. Like, also it's like, I don't know. Like, speaking of like fucking locale shit, we tried to like my place isn't really good because it's like I live pretty much 30 minutes away from people, so it's like
it's just kind of slightly annoying to do shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. Half of Robo-Cafe shit to me is like motivation right now. I think we said it last episode, which shows how little I work on Robo-Cafe, but we shot Conventions 3. I still haven't like done the cut or really watched the footage back yet. Because I've been taking way too long working on other projects for other shit. But it's like it's also just it's the idea of motivation for Robo-Cafe is so hard. I kind of fell in the pitfall of sort of like, there's a lot of work that goes into Robo-Cafe that is like, I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into everything I try and do, so it's not just Robo-Cafe, it's more the fact that I do more than Robo-Cafe.
Yeah.
And I try and do the other things at a more like fast-paced rate or whatever, because they kind of do better and they're also like more fun.
Yeah.
Like main channel Chip Dip, although I like neglect it, like compared to other projects, it's like by far where I've had the most success online, because I mean it's probably something to do with like amount of like passion and effort put in, goes into like praise received and shit kind of thing. I try and make the videos on that channel high quality, so then that shows. Not to say I skimp on quality on other shit, but on live stream highlights, I don't really give a fuck about really like intricate edits or whatever, and like who cares. Robo-Cafe, I try and make it very good, because it's Robo-Café and main channel chip dip are the two things that I'm super passionate about.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The problem with Robo-Cafe as opposed to chip dip or even the live streams is just scheduling. Like, and this isn't even the podcast, this is like main channel. It's just it's the fact that I think we've said it a billion times, but it's like there's like you need to schedule around people's shit, and although it's not like we have too much going on in our lives, it's like scheduling and like willingness, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably because I have depression or something, and I like fall in and out of it, but like I'm so like demotivated, just like in my current point, so it's like hard to be like, all right, guys, let's get together for our next fucking Robo-Cafe shoot, and we need to get on the grind and all this shit. It's like, I want to stay inside and fucking play Pokemon instead.
Yeah.
It's just the weird conflicting thing, I guess, where it's like, although this type of shit is what I'm most happy doing, it's also like
The most draining.
But also like not like I'm not conscious about, I guess, constantly working on it as much, and it could be demotivation from my actual job or just like a number of things. I'm not like sad or anything, like I'm, you know, I'm fine. I just don't do much, you know. Like, that's the reality. So I don't know. I mean, the podcast is like, you know, it's been around. It's like, it's been a thought sometimes, but then it's like, like, what do I gain out of it?
Yeah.
It's like it's like you said, the return is so diminishing, and that it's like we get like less, like 5 years most of the newer uploads now. It's just like, damn. That's sort of a fucking blow, I guess.
Yeah, like it's just the way it is. I mean, it's hard to be a fucking podcast specifically without any like accompanying thing, or like,
yeah,
especially an audio only podcast. I mean, like, we may as well fucking blow our brains out right now. Like,
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go ahead. Let's do it right now. Please, yeah, I got a gun right here. Got a gun.
If there was a gun in my house, I would have been dead long ago. Let's just say that.
Okay.
What was that voice? What was that voice?
That's his deflection voice.
That's his okay, I see.
He does it when he's deflecting and backtracking and like gaslighting and manipulating.
What are you talking about? I never backtrack. I've never backtracked on anything of it. Well, maybe not everything.
You backtrack a lot.
Logical fallacy. Ad hominem. Appeal to authority.
Do we need to talk about the Game Wars kid, because that's been like fucking. Do we need?
The most common really funny. The most common thing we talk about is it just always ends up happening to be fucking right-wing politics.
I mean, it was barely right-wing politics.
It's barely right-wing. Like, that's like...
He was apparently a fucking...
He's an InfoWars guy.
Yeah, but like, the way he delivered the shit was so, like, nothing that it was kind of like...
Yeah, classic Roiper stuff.
Like, but he
classic loser kid.
So it's like, whatever.
True, but it's just funny that for some reason, that's like the most common topic.
I don't know. I think it's fun. I think I
right-wing
like
political figures are funny. That's why it's
not even comes from a political thing. It's just like that whole engagement was just so fucking bizarre.
I think it's really awkward. I tried watching the footage. Well, I did watch it back because I watched it live, like as it happened, and then I watched it with you guys.
Like, everyone's just like panicking.
And I was like, I knew it in hindsight, and I was like, what the fuck's he doing there?
Yeah,
he's like sitting in the back, with fucking FromSoft team with like a Miyazaki. He's just delivering a speech and that, and like he's just sitting there like a nervous kid at like the fucking like lunch line. It's like it's like he just delivers a
like
big.
Such a loser.
I want to do it, and he stutters at the first bit. It's like, I want to nominate
he's like
my
15
favorite.
or something. Yeah, he probably would.
It's big props to him.
If I was walking off on the Game Awards stage, I would stutter as well.
Yeah,
I would all.
What's his name, Matan? We respect you, Matan. Not for your political bit, but we
Going up on stage and probably getting in like a lot of trouble.
He got
Nah,
arrested.
he got sent to the LAPD and they just let him off because he was a minor.
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
he still
fuck
got
off.
Yeah, it was still
arrested.
like
He got
getting
arrested,
cop
yeah.
car or something. Yeah.
That would have been like. This is the LAPD we're talking about. They had the nicest. Ooh, ooh.
No, is he even confirm like what? Because it's so.
I'm pretty sure he's just a groiper. Like even like I'm sure his whole thing was to say like the anti-Semitic thing, but it just he's just
Well, he's
so
Jewish
pathetic.
himself, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck do people know this much about this kid, man?
He's
think
been
I
like
just looked it up.
like I said, he's been on Infowars beforehand. Like when he's like younger and that he was like I think he was like 11 when he was on Infowars.
That's so awesome.
It's like imagine being an 11-year-old. Oh, my favorite person's Alex Jones.
I saw
pretty cool.
I saw a video today. It was recommended to me. It was Kanye West Runaway sped up plus pitched up, so Nightcore, but it didn't say Nightcore, because the cool kids don't say Nightcore anymore. They just say sped up and pitched up. And like one of the comments was like, "Wow, this song is so cool. I heard it for the first time on Infowars today." and this was months ago. This was before Kanye like was on Infowars,
They're just playing fucking Kanye.
I guess they used the piano or something on Infowars, and he's like, "Yeah, I had to look at it." It's like, why the fuck? That's so weird. Like, to be fair, it's happened when I think Steven Crowder's show uses a song by Pogo, which is like he like he's popular. People know him as like intro music, and I was like watching Steven Crowder at some point, not because I love Crowder.
Okay.
Wind that back.
You instead of listening to lullabies like the rest of us, you listen to Steven Crowder's supple voice as you go to sleep.
Yeah, I listen to Steven Crowder's fucking beautiful, beautiful voice while he's wearing his fucking awesome Nathan Drake cosplay that he always wears.
Yeah. Why does he? Do you think he thinks he looks cool, or do you think he's like, yeah, they'll think I look cool?
I think he thinks he looks awesome, but I also kind of can't. I can complain, but I can just also say CoffeeZilla also dresses like that, and he also looks like a dork.
I know, but I love the fact that CoffeeZilla looks like I love the fact CoffeeZilla looks like a loser. He wears a green screen and calls this thing the $1 Million Studio. It's great. It's beautifully cringe. Like I'm not even saying that. Oh, he's doing this intentionally, because I don't think that. I just think it's funny.
No, I mean CoffeeZilla. I mean the way someone dresses isn't like the way I judge their character, so it's not like I care.
I know
He dresses like a dork. He just does. But I think his videos are fine.
Did you see the
CoffeeZilla or Steven Crowder?
CoffeeZilla. I'm not watching Crowder videos.
I don't know anymore. I had to clarify.
I watched like a bit of a stream because I was looking for a moment, and that was it. Looking for a clip.
You're always watching his moments.
I'm always watching Crowder's, but I'm watching his downfall moments. I'm praying for his downfall.
Crowder's stock can only go up.
All right. What are we gonna say?
Don't say that out loud.
What we're gonna say?
You guys I got my Twitch recap today.
I haven't seen it yet. I don't go on Twitch that
my
much.
Twitch recap. There's like a bunch of shit. I don't care about my viewer thing because I don't watch Twitch either. But I went on my streamer one.
Yeah.
So I streamed 27 times. I had 167 hours watched.
Yes.
And I had 4 clips created. My highest stream had 6 viewers, so that's pretty big.
It's pretty big. Grown.
And my top emote in my chat was Resident Sleeper. So
cool.
It's indicative of our content creation.
Apparently, my top category was KH, which I guess makes sense, but then it was Overwatch, and I was like, I didn't stream that much Overwatch. I did like 2 Overwatch streams. But, you know, I guess they were long.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm a resident sleeper Randy, I suppose. I should retire.
Basically, you should. You really. It's like a stillborn. You know, you're a dead boy.
I like. Why even keep going on?
Yeah, exactly.
What? It's the end of the year, right? We need to do like New Year's shit.
New Year's shit.
Yeah. What was your top Robo-Cafe moment of 2022?
I liked it. I liked when the witch video. That's my favorite.
I only liked the witch video. No, Conventions 2 was this year actually. So I like
it was
that
this
one as well.
Yeah.
I like Conventions 2 and Witches, and the other ones we made are mid.
Mid.
They're just average.
What about the chip dip videos? What do you think of?
I barely did anything for main channel chip dip.
Well, you made the Bratz videos. They were cool.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess. Fuck.
I guess.
I hate my channel. Actually, I want to see it. I want to fucking see it. But
I'm praying for its downfall, to be honest.
yeah.
You were with your haters. You were also praying for your own downfall.
No, I think a big moment, a big W for Goat Star FM Nation when I posted like 5 videos like 4 months ago.
When you posted, yeah.
When I posted after like 3 years, that was insane.
My big moment was the start of that one Cruelty Squad video I made, and then delisted not that long after.
Took down because you're a fucking coward.
Yeah.
And
well, to be fair, people only stuck around for like the Golden One clip, and then
because it's a really funny clip.
Yeah, and then like everyone left.
Yeah,
no, it's not a dig on you. It's just like you hate the audience.
That was a thing in my
The thumbnail was pretty good.
That was a thing in my one of the videos I made this year. My Bloom Into You and Wandering Sun AMV I made. I believe it was like it wasn't intentionally like this, or like it wasn't on purpose, but like I looked at analytics of it or whatever because I'm a nerd. And the like average view duration dropped off as soon as there was a clip of 2 girls kissing. Like the second that it was 2 girls kissing, everyone stopped watching. So
well, wasn't one of the comments on that fucking video?
A bunch of weird like Indian people watch that video. I think is where that shit. I don't think they're homophobic. I just found it quite funny.
Well, a thing in India, it's like homosexual.
It was a lot of Indian people and a lot of like Japanese people, I think.
Oh, I see.
But I think it was mostly. I can actually check.
Can you throw up the analytics on stream?
YouTube analytics. I probably will forget to send you them, but
yeah, okay. We'll just imagine them in like our minds.
Just imagine.
So here we go. Can I go? Right. Yeah, top geography is. It's actually a pretty good split. United States, Japan, Mexico, Philippines, Indonesia.
I see.
But it's like really tiny amounts. So it's like very split.
Yeah.
So yeah. Very interesting.
That is interesting. I heard recently in Bali, it's like speaking of like Indonesia, like I know Bali's separate, but it's like I heard it's like they adopted a lot of the laws from it. It was like no having sex out of wedlock. They introduced that one recently.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, premarital.
Hey, you fucking you charlatans, having fucking sex out of wedlock. You're going to be thrown to prison.
I'm glad. Make Bali worse for people to go to, so there's less fucking
make Bali worse
people.
for like specifically 35-year-old like Australian guys in Bintang shirts.
Yeah.
Like they do not need those guys there. Like Do you not like need the drunk assholes with like fucking like Coronas and shit coming out of the going out of like a nightclub? It's like, woo, God! You don't need that. That like they're
Yeah.
probably thankful for like if they like just go away and like die in a prison.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I think the
Like,
worst
you
thing
agree.
for Bali is Australia. In my IMO.
All right, guys. Yeah, it's the end of the year, so I need to know. Game of the year 2022.
I don't fucking know. I haven't played that many games this year.
Game of the year 2022, guys. Come on, lay them on me.
I guess Elden Ring, because that was the one I only really
Ooh.
played.
Lay them on me.
God of War, Ragnarok.
God
It's
of War.
my vote. We need to have both.
Fuck off. I actually did like Elden Ring. I actually did.
That's fine.
I think I don't know, man. You know, I think I probably liked like Doomer's Adventure.
What the fuck is
I
that?
really like the.
Wait, no, that's the fucking like this. Oh my god, I fucking remember now.
It's an innovative Doomer themed platforming game.
Yep. I'll throw it up on. I'll throw up on screen.
It's very
It's late.
important and prolific.
It's quite important to
So if you're talking
the.
I barely play games that come out in the year that I play
Yeah.
them. The one I played, the only one I played for like finished was like Neon White. I think out of
Yeah.
all games that like came out this year, it was that. So
Yeah.
that's it.
I haven't played Neon White yet, but like I'd
You-
say
I
I'd say it's
thought
good.
That is like your game. That is.
I
like,
know, but like I haven't like I have
still,
so
like,
much
your
shit I need to
time.
finish BS. I'm like at the end of like Aqua's thingy and I need to like actually finish it, but I've been caught up with like
What,
drawing and shit.
Chainsaw Man? Yeah, great.
No, not Chainsaw Man, Connor. I've just been drawing a lot in general. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
Chainsaw-
Man.
yeah,
can't
Chainsaw
stand
Man, you're
anime.
fucking you're so dismissive.
So
man.
true. Let's talk about how all anime is shit and you shouldn't watch anything new.
So about it, everyone who's ever watched an anime is a pedophile who's actively grooming children.
I agree with that statement. I know it's controversial, but I think there's a lot of truth to it.
I know, it's so accurate and true is the fucked up thing. Name one anime fan who isn't actively grooming a child.
Yeah. We'll wait. We'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
That's a
until this
challenge.
video
That's
is
a challenge to all the loyal viewers. Name me one. And I'll
Name me one-
give you nothing, but it'll be awesome.
I'll give you $1 if you give me your address. I'll send it to you in the mail.
It'll take $50 to send to like fucking
Yeah, I'm using the most
Tajiki
expensive.
stand, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm using the most expensive shipping method as well, so it's gonna be more painful for you.
Yeah, get it in time for the holidays.
Yeah, so I can fucking. I don't fucking.
I
know.
hate ordering online in December
It sucks,
because
dude.
it's like,
I
hey,
fucking-
you want to wait fucking 3 weeks for anything to ship to your house, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm ordering. I had
Cool,
to buy.
man.
I bought my sister's gift recently.
I
It's an
don't
aim.
buy people gifts.
Well, I don't know. That's my. That's
just
up at
don't.
my.
I
My family.
just
That's
like
our.
doing
That's
it.
our love language. Is giving gifts.
Yeah, but I just tell them I'm not gonna buy them anything, so don't buy
That's not
me
gonna buy you
anything.
any- Well, it's like
as- My sister said, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said nothing because I'm not buying you anything, and that was the end of the discussion. That's
Well,
it.
it's like
I
that-
spent like most of this year unemployed. You know,
I have no money.
I spent most of this year unemployed. I finally got like another job that I'm trying to quit again. And
Yeah.
I'm also saving up to leave home. So,
Yeah.
ow, fuck.
That's pretty.
You
fair.
okay?
Yeah, I think I just cut my finger by accident.
Jeez. Okay.
I was just playing with knives. Don't it's my fault.
Iconic moment.
Ah, shit! I thought I was playing with my fucking pliers. Ow, this.
Okay,
oh,
way
fuck.
way to undermine my pain.
No, fuck you.
You're always doing that. You're always trying to undermine.
I hate all of
You
you.
always come up to me as soon as I'm like, oh, ow, that hurt. You're like, yeah, check it out though. Here's what I do, and then you like inflict yourself with worse pain.
Like, I get like a hammer and like fucking
Yeah, I like stub my
drive a
toe. You're
nail.
like, oh, you think that's bad, and you just fucking you get a tent peg and you throw it up straight down through your foot.
You
I get like a handgun and shoot a bullet right from my hand.
Yeah.
Like
hammer shit on you straight through your hand, specifically through your tendon. I don't know. It's pretty hard for you to do that, but
Look, when you're a skilled shot, anything's possible.
you get. I read a thread last night. It's like I was curious about the same question. It's like, what would happen if you got like a bullet shot through your hand and just like it probably won't heal and you'd probably have to amputate it.
Why were you curious about that question?
Because I saw like a meme. It's this like in Mexico, if you lose a King of Fighters match, you get a bullet for the hand, and I'm just like, I was like, I'm curious. Is this like, what if you get shot for the hand? Like, would you have to amputate your hand? So it got me thinking. You know,
Very
is that do you
interesting.
ever just do that? Does that ever happen to you? And you're just like, oh,
I don't
just
think.
such a really
Sorry.
obscure question.
They're not usually about that.
But like,
They're usually about things that I would not be able to like say on air.
Okay. You're on Quora, I see.
Usually about quite illegal activity, and it's just out of curiosity. It's always
okay. I get it.
It is literally just like, man, what the fuck? You know, what's up? What's up with the state of the world right now? And I just like to
if you know, if
peer
Tadhg,
down into the void.
If Tadhg goes on Omegle, you can do that as well.
Yeah, it's so true.
Fuck Omegle. Do you want to?
You want to go on you want to make a Robo-Cafe Omegle video where we do
That would be
fucking
fun.
Omegle trolling?
That'd be fun. Well, it's like half the guys would be jerking off.
You know
so
what's
we had
fucked
to
up is no, it wouldn't be.
I'm like 2013 head ass mindset.
I
where
just
it's
it just
That's it,
wouldn't
that's how
be
you live
fun.
your life.
Dawson on Omegle. Oh my god, it's Shane Dawson.
That's how you live your life. You're permanently stuck in
No,
that.
it would have been like
Nah,
chat
that's
roulette in Shane
2015,
Dawson's
dude.
age.
Get real.
Get real.
Yeah, get real.
Yeah.
Like I'm stuck in
Gerard Way
2015.
quote.
I'm stuck in 2015 watching anime Vine compilations. It's like it's all good, man.
You mean anime crack?
Yeah,
To
watch
make-
an anime crack video. It's
Nah,
That's
nah,
like if
I was
you
specifically
say-
watching anime Vines, and I remember that someone took down their channel. I got really angry. It
If
was
you
like
say-
I
if
had
you said
I had like
specific-
violent machinations of me finding that person and gunning them down. I'm like,
What?
actually, I don't know why. It's like I lost like because I was like, this is how I like what like I found clips of like anime Vines, and I'm just like, this is how I'm gonna like find like clips for like what anime to watch, but I didn't really know what I was doing. It was just when I started to get into anime, and that channel got taken down, and I was so angry because I just basically lost all the source of like all like the animes I was gonna watch.
Yeah.
So I imagine
we're
like
gonna watch
Google.
High School DxD.
well, it's like
watching-
I was a fucking
why
dumbass
don't you
12-year-old.
Google like a
on my
popular
iPad.
anime?
Anime.
I don't know. This isn't logical. I know this isn't logical, but like this is the thing. I like they made a follow like a second account and they follow videos. Yeah, someone took down my account. It was probably like a fucking. It was probably just like a corporate thing. But I imagine it was like some fucking like snot nosed kid or like someone else, and like I imagine that me just getting like a gun and just like shooting them in the woods or some shit, like blowing out their
classic
kneecaps
Max.
and like gunning them down.
This is how Dream fans act.
So
This is
true.
how like MCYT fans still think, you know.
Look, if this is a good thing of it that like Dream SMP wasn't around when I was a kid.
Oh God forbid.
I would have been fucked.
I think we would have all been somewhat into Dream SMP. Unfortunately,
we were like kids. Of course, unfortunately, we'd be predisposed to that shit. It was like, oh
And I'm
yeah,
not
I
saying,
love,
like,
I,
you know,
I love,
other
I love Tubbo. Would slip my mummy's throat if it means no more Tubbo. Oh,
So I agree with you.
like there's some of those Minecraft guys that I'm like, Alright, I can see why you're popular. You seem like a likable, like, engaging person kind of thing. And then there's some of them who I don't even know exist and they just like pop up. And I'm like, who are you and why should I care? Like, what is your personality, you know? It's so weird how there's such a mixed basket of people all in that same community because, like,
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like, if I was one of the funny ones, I would just leave the unfunny ones.
I would just like, not.
That's what
not,
it's like. That's what I'm planning to
follow
do with Robo-Cafe, you know?
Just leave the unfunny ones behind. Like
Yeah,
will
us.
not-
just
the
fire you guys
Robo-Cafe
and
purge.
get permanent new hosts, you know?
Oh, you're gonna move. This is where you move down to Melbourne and you get all the fucking quirky,
Yeah,
funny
I get a
people.
bunch of quirky, like a Triple J style
Triple J,
hosts.
Cold Tumor esque, like Grant. What's his fucking name?
Yeah.
I have sex.
I have sex with men and women? WTF?
side rant. Can we just talk about how I fucking hate that guy so much? I hate it. Like,
I mean,
I wouldn't say I hate. I wouldn't say hate. I just he very much annoys the living fuck out of me.
some people are just unfunny. Like some
It's
funny people are
it's
just
the
unfunny.
ungodly
You know?
union of feeder kid and bisexual. I hate it.
I'm not intrinsic. That's way too sophisticated of a word. I just hate all type of like humor pertaining to sex because I think it's really lazy. Like, I think there's no skill involved. Because it's just boring.
Yeah.
I think of like Amy Schumer talking about how her pussy stinks and like how it's like it's not
That's so funny though.
it's not good. Like if you're hired to be funny, then please be funny. That's my take on unfunny people.
Why don't you try?
Unfunny
Hey, unfunny
please
people out there, fucking.
funny.
Why don't you just try being funny, dumbass?
Oh, checkmate.
You ever just cut things up with scissors because you feel like
I was
it?
just doing that. Then I got my fucking pliers and tearing pieces of shit together apart.
Huh?
Not actual shit.
I always knew
like-
you played with feces.
No, wasn't playing with my feces,
I didn't say
Banjo.
your
You're
feces.
the little gibbon
I'm
of the group.
playing with feces in the toilet.
I didn't say it
didn't
had to
say
be
that.
yours.
Fuck it. I'm gonna come over there with a knife.
It could be someone
I'm gonna,
else's
stab
feces.
you, I'm gonna stab you in the gut and pull your shit out of your gut.
Nuh-uh, block. Nuh-uh.
That's so
I have a
gross.
shield.
That is the worst way. That's probably the worst thing that would ever happen to you. You get stabbed in the intestines. They just start ripping the shit out of your intestine.
No, I think the
Yeah.
worst thing that happened to me would probably be
Like
murdered in cold blood. That'd probably be the worst thing.
No, that's how you
I
go
think
out.
that's-
If
the
I
worst thing would
stopped
be if-
living, I think that'd probably be the worst thing that happened to me personally.
But that's how you go out. It's like they fucking
you wouldn't die from that.
Yes, he could. Yeah, they're literally ripping open your intestines and pulling shit out. Of
Yeah, your intestines are if you do a quick turnaround, get out of the situation,
Yeah,
you do evasive maneuvers, you
What,
rush to the hospital.
you reckon
you're
you
good.
get a fucking stapler? And just
Well, you just get you
Yeah.
just get weird short intestines or whatever. They can repair them. People with intestinal cancer, that's basically what they do, right?
Yeah.
They cut out the
that?
cancer part of the intestines and leave the non-cancer part. So I assume they know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
I mean, the mortality rate still probably would be pretty high or low or whatever. Low, yeah. There's a high chance of death in that scenario, but I would live because I'm strong. So just a me
That's
thing,
fair.
I'm powerful. I'm the protagonist.
though. Yeah, pretty much.
That's how you've got to live your life. No, those are the only thoughts that should be going through your head.
Yeah.
Just to think these people are
Everyone
these
else
people
is
are
fucking
either
NPC.
these
Everyone.
peoples are either NPCs, quest givers, allies, or foes. There's
Yeah.
the four categories you've got to put people in. And that's how I view this.
I consider you a fiend of mine, personally, Connor.
Yeah, best fiends.
I consider you
It's
a
like friends,
fiend.
but without the R.
Dude, that should be our new podcast. Best fiends forever. And the joke is because we actually, don't like each other,
We should create a podcast called Frenemies.
Genuinely hate each other off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should create a podcast.
I would love
called
if I was
Frenemies.
allowed to fucking hate my friends,
Yeah. Yeah, I just like want
It's
to
so nice
Connor,
doing
do you
that.
just launch video games?
What are you playing?
God, fucking so glad. See, this
Yeah.
is why he's my best fan. He doesn't take his fucking job seriously. He's a fucking waster. He's a fucking
He's fucking around constantly. He's playing fucking video games on fucking Steam.
So
How would you play video games on Steam? That isn't a Surface.
hey Connor, I love you. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
You said that I shrunk, like I cowered a little.
Save it for the vent channel, dude.
We don't have one.
We should make a separate
And even though
podcast
that
called
game
the vent channel.
We just yell at, like, not even like.
Why don't you say with
like,
that Steam discussion for the vent channel?
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
There needs to be a Steam vent.
Fuck, I'm burping good today.
Are you okay?
You're eating good.
Yeah, I think burping good means you ate good food, right? Well, I didn't eat good food actually, so that's a lie.
No, it's your tummy upset.
I ate bread and cheese.
You should start eating grapes.
So
Just
what?
diet of bread, cheese, and grapes.
What's everyone's New Year's resolution for 2023?
Honestly, well, I'm gonna be doing that uni next year, but I think I want to like actually try to like practice Japanese a bit more because I've really fallen off my retaining Japanese this year. And I want to do it because I genuinely do like learning about Japanese and I know it's that weird sadistic part of my brain where it's like, yeah, bring me war pain unnecessarily, but like I don't know, I feel like learning a language is always pretty good. Like my grandfather, he knew like 8 languages, so like fuck you.
What did you expect? The Banjo is completely...
Banjo
is completely irony. You could stop, burst out crying, and Banjo would say...
He's fucking out. He's seeing stars.
You could start crying and breaking down in front of Banjo and threatening killing yourself, and Banjo would just say, take it to the vet.
I would say, quote, I put my hands in my pockets, I shrug, I'd say, damn, that's kind of rough.
I can pull a Hawk guy.
You would, and that's fucked up. You're completely... You refuse to engage with anything since... You refuse to engage with anything sincerely.
That's not true.
I can pull like a Hawkeye and like put like a gun to my head. Oh fucking blow my brains out, Banjo.
His name isn't Hawkeye.
I forgot his name. Who cares? It's fucking like
Jeremy Renner.
I care about the Jeremy Renner.
I don't even fucking remember. That's what I think of. That's what I think of Mr. Jeremy Renner. If that even is his real name.
I love Jeremy. It's a funny word.
Well, what's your New Year's resolution? Is it fuck more Instagram models?
Yes, yeah. It's literally build a harem
possible?
of Instagram models. Yeah, is that right?
Banjo's new harem anime. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait.
No, but I'll be actual it's probably just to I don't think of them like I don't set them because I think they're cringe as fuck. But I do just want to make more important shit, like engaging shit, and like do it more than like twice a year, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah,
You know what it is.
Yeah, I that's probably it. I don't know. I can move out, but that's not really a resolution. That's just a plan. Like
it's pretty much a necessity at this point. But
for you fuckers.
Yeah. For not I don't know.
I'm not going to uni next year. I don't have any reason to leave. Like my parents are leaving, but I don't. They'll let me stay in the house. They're not gonna be like. It's just like
I don't really I'm doing uni part time. I don't need to be there like if I can do it right, I don't have to be there like one day. So it's like I don't know.
I'm not even I'm not going because It's easy. Like to get to uni is like a. Well, I don't want to say that because that narrows down. what I
No,
was-
dang, I was like, do you really want to do that,
That's
man?
uni,
You
you just
really?
turn down this specific street. You go for.
Hey, let's
So
just say
this,
I can
this
get to the-
escalate distance
let's
away
just
from my
say
uni.
there is a direct route to the uni I'm going to, and to get to that is very easy by taking another route. So I don't really have that much incentive to move out. I mean, I do want to, but
Eventually, I don't know. What like, but
I wanna. And the reason I want to move out, I don't like. Look, I don't care about living with friends. I care about having space.
fair.
mm,
I like making a lot of things, and I can't fully feel confident making them in my house because there's always people in my home. Like, is
That
either
makes-
my brother or my I have a somewhat large family, so it's like it never feels like I could really make shit that isn't just like sitting at my desk fucking playing a video game. I also just want to be in closer proximity to some of my friends, but
yeah.
not like, just to, because it's easier. I don't know. I'm weirdly antisocial, I think. Like, to get, I'm not gonna say depressing or anything. It's just like, I don't seek that much like social stimulus that often, so
Mm.
it's a like I think the only thing that drives me is like working towards the prospect of like not having to like work a shitty job is the only
Yeah.
thing that like continues to motivate me. Otherwise I would be going to university to like get a university job,
Mm.
I'm just retarded and I'm like, I want to be a streamer, but it's probably naivety or like overambition is what
Well, I don't know. I think that overambition is important, like to some degree. Like you got like I don't know. I'm talking about my ass at this point, but like I feel like I don't know. Like there's got to be a big part of commitment if you really want to make it on like. I mean, we really want to be a quote unquote creator in like a space like Twitch and YouTube and that. So I don't know. I think you may. I think you're.
Yeah, it's more when it becomes more important than like other shit that's like actually more important to your survival as a person is when it's like a problem. I don't think I am like that. I think I'm pretty reasonable, but I spent a lot of this year unemployed because I hated my job, and like but it's like I was like I spent a lot of this year unemployed, and then I was still saying like, no, next year's I'm gonna get out of here and move out and shit while having zero income or like any plan to have like savings. Like it's just it's a lot of ill preparedness and just like I don't know. Work comes in phases for me, I think, but it's not good to
Yeah.
have that. I think I need to realistically, I think I just need to take my ADHD medication every day. I think that's proven to help because I have a mental disorder that like kind of fucks me over in some regards.
That fucks you up. That's like fucked evil. But like yeah, like I. That's so true. That's so.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's the main thing. Is the main thing I want to do next year is make videos. Wow. crazy shit.
Oh,
I want to do exactly what I do right now. What I was doing all today, but
yeah.
And I want to do more fun things with Robo-Cafe. Robo-Cafe is such like a fucking uphill climb compared to solo shit, so I try and prioritize my own shit nowadays. Just because like it's not even people's schedules, it's also like there's a lot of collaboration in all phases, and it becomes very taxing. Like, it becomes taxing socially, I think, you know? Because you have to work around people, and it's like, as much as I obviously don't dislike being around you guys, because you're my friends, it's still like, you have to reach some level of compromise, I guess, and like, be constantly working towards that. I mean, it's no surprise that working with people is like harder to pull off than working by yourself, but like it just means it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of ideas we have for Robo-Cafe, and they'll happen, but
It's all mostly just scheduling shit because, you know, especially with, I don't know, you know, me and Connor are usually pretty free, but it's like, I don't know, it's usually just scheduling all because it's like, it's still pretty hard.
well, we're
Like,
split.
considering that
like,
we want all of us to be in the camera.
we're
but
all
this guy-
split, and it's like we don't have people who can hold cameras for us, and we don't have like
Yeah.
we all live kind of far away from each other, and like even next year it's like I have to kind of work around the prospect of you two being less free, so
Yeah.
it's why I have to be more like willing to do a lot of my own shit, because like that it's the reality.
Yeah.
So it's just very difficult, especially when, because I'm the only one who even has the time to like be constantly like thinking about Robo-Cafe, you know? Because it's just difference in mindset, right? Like like you guys are like reasonable, so it's like you want to go through education so you can get like a good job in a field you're passionate about. Whereas like, because I don't have that, or because the field I'm passionate about is like this, it's like I'm the only one who really has the amount of like effort or willpower to like be constantly thinking about it, because it's like it's what I want, and it's a weird thing to think about, you know. It's a weird thing to think about, specifically the future, because it's like how does Robo-Cafe continue years and years from now, right? Not to get super depressing, but it's just like it's like at a certain point it just becomes unreasonable, you know?
Yeah.
Like if it hasn't blown
Guys.
up by the time, you know, Connor's finished uni or Tadhg's like working in a professional
No,
field or whatever,
we'll
like
still be making,
what
even
happens?
if we get like, even if we're still making like 26, with like videos with like 26 views and that, we'll be in that like fucking mid-30s making Robo-Cafe.
Yeah. That's
Okay, guys. I'm like, look, we like all look like fucking Mr. Breast people. It's like, yeah, dude. Well, like, welcome. Well, please like and subscribe. Thanks for the big 4 likes from last episode. That was big.
Guys,
big.
if we reach 10 likes on this video, we'll give away $2 to a random viewer.
We'll give away a PS3 controller that's like in a fucking garage. We fucking need the engagement. Why would we just end up like the fucking like $19 Fortnite card guy, you know?
Wants to
just
block
like,
you? I hope not. His like wife left him and kids
it's gonna
abandoned
be
him.
us. We can't like.
I hope not to go down that path.
Banjo becomes
Loses
Mr. Blocky.
my family.
Like to share. Oh god.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm super demotivated about Robo-Cafe right now. It's the headspace I'm in. So there'll be a point like next year where I'll get like really like fucking into it again, and then out of it and into it because I can never commit to anything like properly.
Well, in general, depression. I'm
It's not
not
even
saying
depression.
like,
It's just the way
I'm
I
not.
live. Like it's the flow of my life. It's probably more ADHD than it is depression. Not to fall back on mental illness.
That's fine. I was gonna say I'm not like, oh, I'm falling back in depression. That like the ultimate woe of my life. But like, you know, it's sort of like you just sort of like get really into something, then it's like, oh fuck, do I really? Can I be bothered? You know, it's like it's always like a cycle like that. So you have to. I think it's I think it's more so discipline than motivation. But like even if you're in discipline, like the quality of the product can suffer from that if you're just like absolutely hating what you're doing at that moment. And you're just doing it for sheer discipline. And it's like, no, I have to do this. It's like, oh fuck, I hate doing this. Like fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Robo-Cafe would like benefit from like more members.
Yeah.
There. The big problem with that though is that
Is how?
well, yeah, the channel isn't like we don't reach out for stuff or anything. It's just friends. So
Well, you know,
the reality of trying to get more members is trying to get more friends. So like,
yeah, we don't really. We're just like insular, you know. We don't really do much, and when we do, it's usually just us.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's probably because it's like it's that weird shit when you leave school and it's like, what do you do if you're like inherently like introverted or antisocial once you leave school? Like, how do you even meet new people? You know.
Well, you know,
because it's like for someone who is a little bit more like extroverted when they leave school, they can get along with people easier, and because they'll want to go outside more. But like, I don't want to leave my house that often, so it's kind of difficult. And I'm not constantly thinking about it either because I'm like satisfied. Like I'm not thinking, God, I need more friends. I'm so lonely, you know.
I don't know. I feel like it would benefit.
It would benefit from just more hands on it, like.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna be up in uni. I'm gonna be up in Brisbane next year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go making some
be a bit of a big shot. I'm gonna socialize, gonna network. Say, hey, we have a little thing called Robo-Cafe.
You're gonna hand out business cards on campus.
Instead of attraction signs, we're gonna have the business sign. We have like a red, like a pink string of Robo-Cafe going around campus until they throw me off. And that's when Christmas. That's where the Christian arc will begin for me. Okay.
Connor.
Damn.
Yeah. Sorry, I was away. Massive shit.
What's up, man? Like, what's like what's good, Connor?
Not a lot.
I like to solve the puzzle.
Said Trev.
Well, kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantic. Yeah, that's correct.
I'll try to make that.
Yeah, I'd like to solve the puzzle. I don't know. It's like, well, I mean, what else is there to, you know, what? It's the end of the year. Merry Christmas.
How was your year, everyone?
Happy Hanukkah. Happy. I said earlier I kind of hate Christmas in that just because it makes everything busy all the time, and
yeah.
I don't mind Christmas Day with my family. Like that is nice.
Everything leading up to Christmas sucks.
Yeah. Like everything surrounding it for me is like ew. Because I'm not buying gifts for any of my family. Because I mean, I get a pass because I'm young. Like once I'm like older and I don't do that then I'm probably kind of a dickhead. But you know, I get the pass to be like, I can't afford it.
Well,
and I'll be like, oh yeah, whatever.
You're poor.
But like even just, you know, I have to go outside to like function as a human, and I, you know, just go to shopping centers and shit to buy normal stuff. It's just like flooded.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck. It's just like, it honestly, Well, I was buying. Yeah, like I said, I was just like just buying shit. It just sucks. Like even online, just like shipping, just like
Yeah.
blows your guts out with a shotgun. So it's
What do you guys think of Christmas pudding?
Christmas pudding. What kind of Christmas? Like the fucking like the fruit one.
No. Have you guys ever had frozen Christmas pudding?
What the fuck is that? What the?
Oh, you guys don't fucking know, dude.
Is this some British shit? Is
It
this
is
like
not
evil?
British. Remember, most of my family who I see often are Australian. I don't talk to my English family that I don't do Christmas with them.
No, I
They
don't know.
live
I
in a
don't
different country.
I don't fucking believe you. I don't fuck.
It's just kind of like ice creamy, but it's Christmas pudding.
Oh.
It's hard to
Well, you-
find, like, these are all like really fancy, like decorated ones that you find on Google. You know, the ones at my family Christmas aren't ever this fancy looking, but
I've never had.
Nice.
That's like too extravagant. Yeah,
well,
we had
it
like.
doesn't look like that. It's in like a fucking circle tin is the one we have, and it's completely flat. You know,
Awesome.
But like,
my mama makes it, and it tastes good.
wait, have you ever had trifle?
Trifle is mid as fuck.
I love trifle so much.
In
Trifle's
fact, trifle is annoying, is what I will say.
annoying.
Because you can't just get everything in one. It's an inherently unsatisfying dish
Nah,
because
but
you have to
I
like,
like-
dig fucking deep to like get anything.
I love it. I don't know. It combines my favorite shit of just like jelly, custard, like that fucking pastry shit.
You eat like a 4-year-old.
Classic Matt.
We've
It's
been
like
over
you're
this.
thinking about
Jelly
four-year-old.
is so
of
bad.
a 4-year-old.
Like
No,
even
you're
even
in general have the taste of a 4-year-old.
even bar the fact that I can't eat jelly, it's so bad.
I love jelly.
I hate gelatin stuff.
Jelly's so fucking good. Red
Jelly-
jelly.
Gross. It's disgusting.
Jelly is so shit.
Yeah.
I've never liked jelly.
I beg the I beg to.
I'm
can't
like I'm
fucking leak.
glad that I can't eat it as a diet thing because it lets me just refuse jelly, and I don't have to look like I don't have to be like no, I just don't like it. I can be like no, my diet, I can't eat animal bones. But yeah, no, I mean I don't hate. Okay, jelly sucks, but it's not like I spit it out when I eat it. I get why you would like trifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, trifle's good. It's got a little bit of brandy in it as well, so it's like gives you that warm little taste to it. It's like lovely. It's like it's like a grand. I feel like someone was grand right now.
You guys have had
You
you guys have rum balls at Christmas?
Rumble.
No.
Rum balls
not
fucking suck.
I haven't had many rumbles. No,
Rum balls are
I'd agree if
awful
you.
because
Rum-
you look at
yeah.
them and you think they're Roadmaker's Munch, which I don't know if that's a popular thing, but it's a thing I know. And you think it's Roadmaker's Munch, you're like, oh my god, that's so that's so huge. Okay, I guess Roadmaker's Munch is not a popular thing because I looked it up and there is no source. There's a couple recipes, but it's very it's very my family thing then. But they look similar. They also look like little brown balls covered in coconut. But rumbles are just shit because they're rum,
Yeah.
and rum sucks.
Rum drinkers beat their wine.
You know what? I had a fucking eggnog the other day. Eggnog with rum because that's like how you're meant to. It's like rum or brandy or something. You're meant to have it with. It's so shit. It's like not good at all. I mean, maybe the ratios were off with our shit. We didn't make our own eggnog. It was just like we bought it at Coles. But man, it wasn't like worth it. Is what I'll say.
Yeah.
And just what, like, I can't even explain what it kind of just tastes like a bunch of like gross like cream and egg shit with just rum in the background. And I was like, why would you drink this? It's just bad. That's what I don't get in general. I think alcohol is like the enjoyment of alcohol is people gaslighting themselves, because like specifically like hard liquor and like, you know, the alcohol that tastes like shit, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like I think it's just you like the way it makes you feel, so you keep doing it, you know, you keep drinking it or whatever.
Associate it.
And then eventually you drink enough of it that your mouth starts to know what's like good and bad, but it's like, you know, I don't think you liked it to begin with. You just kind of pretend, you know, you just built it up and now you do. So I see those non-alcoholic beer ads, and I get it. It's because some people do like the taste of beer, right?
Yeah.
But like, I look at that shit and I'm like, I would like just drink like Pepsi Max. Like, it's not. If you don't want to get drunk, just have a fucking soft drink, you know?
Pepsi Max instead.
It's like, it's better. It tastes better.
That's like fucking. I know it's like I just like it's like tastes better, but it's like I know why people like drink. Like some people just like it's like at least like a 5-year-old's on concept. It's like why?
I know people like the taste, right? I get it. Like I look at that and it's all irrational when I think like, you know, that. But it's just, to me, like, it's like I don't see the point. You know, I'm gonna get a fucking can of Solo instead and have a way better time.
Fuck yeah, get a can of Solo. Fuck yeah.
It's just it tastes better, and that's it. It's better, and it's like less. Oh, sorry, and it's like more sweet, so you won't be inclined to like have a bunch, you know, which is good because beer is bad for you. It makes you fucking fat.
That's what they call it, beer belly.
Yeah, because it's all fucking like wheat. It's just like wheat juice.
No, it's distilled.
Yeah, it's wheat juice that's been distilled. Get fucked, homo, pussy.
Why would you call me such a horrible slur?
I've decided that drinking is a scam, just in general.
Oh,
Like I just, you know. Like just recently, I had a mixed drink can that's been sitting in my fridge for like months. And I was like, I'm gonna have this not because I want to like get buzzed, just because I want like something sweet. And it was so bad. Like I was like, this I don't like this. And I tipped out. I tipped it out after I drank like half of it because I was like, it just isn't very good. I would rather just drink a normal soft drink in general.
I would rather.
I think the entire concept at this point is just like, you know, it was fun for a bit. I'm over it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree mostly. I think beer gets better the more you drink it. Like, you know, it's like the classic.
No, I'm sure about getting drunk in general though.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just over the idea.
You're just over losing control of your faculties.
It's just like, it doesn't feel that good, you know? It's like, to me at least.
I'm really not depressed.
I just am like pretty capable without it. I don't really, you know, care. That's what I think though.
I mean, I agree mostly. Like, the only drinks I actually like are the gay ones, just the really fruity stuff. Like Gordon's, that's the only ones I actually think are nice, but like I do like getting drunk.
yeah, I'm indifferent to getting drunk.
I just think about a lot of stuff a lot of the time, so
the entire appeal is just lost to me.
That's fair.
Because I can't be productive like that. I can't work on things.
I need to keep up my SEO.
Well, I can't do it. Like it's just, to me it feels like like kind of self-indulgent, you know.
But a lot of the time,
on a personal basis, because it's like I don't like what's there to like celebrate or like why do I need to you know, maybe like I'm just contempt. Maybe that's the reality.
yeah.
Is I'm is I like enjoy every day of my life, despite doing not much.
Just try being sad more.
I would rather not. I actually think it's pretty. I think you should try this, Connor. You should try being like contempt with life. I think you'd probably enjoy it.
You do. You're always talking about how you contempt life.
Well,
There's contempt for life.
'cause I'm not like happy. I wouldn't say I wake up every day with a big fucking wide teeth smile on my face, but I don't hate existing.
You do wake up happy, as in you wake up to the hip Pharrell.
Yeah, my alarm clock is doom 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 doom. I'm acting crazy what I'm about. And then I do a dance routine from outside of my room into the bathroom as I, brush my teeth and, wash my face and shit.
Yeah.
Full choreographed. Even taking a shit's part of it.
I'm doing this. The screen cuts in half, and I'm doing the same thing, but I look really sad doing it.
Yeah, and it's like the opening of a Disney movie where we're twin sisters, but you're like the tomboy.
No.
You're like the tomboy skater girl, and I'm like the popular like girly girl.
So true.
And it shows our morning routines mirrored. Do you guys think yourselves as a like, if you're a character, do you think yourselves as a written by a man or a woman character?
Definitely written by a man.
You think so?
Yeah.
But okay, let's turn this around then though, Connor. Because is your like very heightened masculine traits that you have, right, a reflection of a woman's sort of less complex understanding of masculinity? Think about that.
No, I get what you're saying, but I disagree. I think I'm very specifically the best, like, the best friend character in any sort of like Disney Channel movie.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're just a bit like, you're a bit geekier, you're like a bit less attractive, like you're like, as Max describes me every time we meet up, I'm a rally hit us type mindset.
Yeah.
You said it to me every time we meet.
I think I've only said that with you once, Connor.
That's just lying through your teeth now. That's
well, that is how Max thinks. Max is always like, I'm totally Greg, Connor's Rowdy, and I'm of course Fregley.
What, is that not true? You're fucking ginger. You're fucking...
I mean, it's fucked up as you're so right, but you don't have to, say it like that. Rowley's also ginger, so
Who's who? Fuck, who's who?
Yeah, now I don't feel bad. I kind of get why Greg's insane, because he's surrounded by fucking rangers.
Yeah.
I would snap. I would do much worse.
I'd be a sociopath.
Connor said, yeah, dude, I would hate to be friends with someone with orange hair.
Yeah.
Put Tug's collar. Who's gonna tell him?
We're doing the wire revealed now.
All right, what?
Okay,
All right.
imagine.
Who
just
wrote
want to
me?
imagine. Okay.
Like specifically an author or a man or a woman?
Man or woman? What do you think?
I think Enid Blyton wrote you.
What's that?
Do you ever? Do you guys know the Magic Faraway Tree? I think that's what it's called.
No, I'm not familiar.
She's pretty popular. She's a pretty big classist. Well, she's dead, I'm pretty sure, but she wrote a lot of children's books. Okay, then you're J.K. Rowling then.
Why am I
You're written by J.K. Rowling. You just give me wizard vibes,
Okay. Yeah, you
you're
are
whimsical.
You're a member. You're an assorted member of Hufflepuff.
That fucking. It's fucking.
No, I would say you probably seem like written by a woman, Max, but it's a difficult because it's a weird topic to think, because it's like you don't want to think like, in the sense of I am X, so X would write me. You know what I mean?
I know,
because that's the thought you would have, right? Like immediately, but then you like, because you're trying to characterize your own self. You're trying to turn yourself into like a character of who you are.
You're the person with the pen who got paid $20 to make a caricature of this random fucking guy that came up to
well, I think I'm like, I got ran by the woman that wrote fucking Possum Magic. I'm like
what the fuck?
That's a good one.
That?
You don't know Possum Magic? Oh, he's Kiwi.
Possum Magic.
Right.
This is why I love possums. you're a fucking possum killer. You'd never understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Possum Addict's great.
I'm on the possum genocide route, bro. I got blood in my hands. You can't stop me.
One time, me and my family indirectly killed a possum because we fed it an entire block of chocolate. No, we didn't. It
No, it
stole
took
an
it.
entire block of
It
chocolate
took
from us.
it took an
We
entire
didn't give it any. It just took it from us. And we're like, oh, well, I mean, we can't really do anything because, like, you know, it's like a wild animal, but it's probably dying. I think that much sugar and chocolate intake, like a big ass Cadbury fucking block, I don't think it's good for a little possum.
Yeah, the fucking just died. They just
Yeah. And then I actually killed a possum once in a car, but that's you know,
That's more
that
of a
was
Keem
unintentional. I guess both were unintentional, but that one was a little bit sadder because, you know, I just killed a wild animal on accident.
Yeah, it was more of like a Keem style, you know.
Yeah, just hit a dog going 70 miles in my truck. Okay, now I want to see what has Enid Blyton really only written 4 books? No way. I
This
thought
can't be-
I
this
thought
can't
she
be-
wrote way more books, but she just wrote 4 books all in the Faraway Tree series. That's crazy.
Pretty wacky.
Yeah, she was like a popular children's author in like the 30s or 40s or something. I only know her because I think my grandparents had her. I think like my mom read her books when she was little, you know, and then like passed it down. But yeah, no, I think I'm written by a man. I feel like.
Why do you say that? Why?
I just feel like the way I act is super like
Masculine and
No,
male.
I think it's really simple.
True.
You know, I don't think I on a baseline act really 3-dimensional, so
Yeah, you are quite simple.
yeah, no, legitimately, yes. I'm an extremely straightforward person. I don't have a very like, and I know it's not like a man or woman thing for good characterization, but you know, it's that I feel like specifically the way I'm characterized is by like a pretty like bad male author who just sort of like writes very basic one-note-ish characters.
Characters who have like 3 character traits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are kind of like a Kingdom Hearts character.
Yeah, I'm written by Tetsuya Nomura.
Terrifying.
Banjo is the next the next FF protagonist.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if FF17, if it's helmed by Nomura,
Yeah.
it'll be me.
Did you know that Nomura was apparently one of the people who was against a lot of the changes in the 7 remake? I didn't know that.
Hmm.
He was like this. He was like the guy there who said we can't change that much.
Yeah, I mean, Nomura, like,
Nomura,
he-
like loves FF7.
he's icon. He's become like the icon of like a lot of the weird things he makes, but he's obviously not solely responsible for all like the weird shit and everything he makes. You know,
So you get, like,
it's
a
his like
team.
team. Yeah, like he's not the sole Kingdom Hearts writer or like
He
the.
didn't personally code every. I love how it's amazing to me how people still in this day and age think like, oh yeah, this was made by one person.
Mm.
Like, you know, no, the team writes these. You
Yeah.
know this?
I'd say like probably still the most involved thing Nomura probably is like character design, really, which is like what he actually is. Like, he's a character designer. That was his job. That's what he was hired as. So it makes kind of sense. Like he's just super attached to characters, you know. I kind of get it. That's sort of how I don't draw that much, period. But like even before I like you know, most of what I end up drawing is just like little characters, you know.
Funny little character.
I just design a lot of characters, and like they're usually pretty basic, but it's just what I do mostly because it's like easy. Not that I draw that often anymore, but
Yeah.
I would like to draw more, but I also know I don't have time. Like I think I've spent enough time understanding my own disposition and like goals in life that I know that like what I need to focus on and how like what my spread of attention needs to be. Like I can't realistically be like, all right, this year, you know, I can't for New Year's shit or whatever. I can't be like, this year I'm gonna focus on my character design work. I'm gonna actually become like a good artist, and I'm gonna like learn how to do all these like cool After Effects, shit, and like I like learn music and all this shit. Like I kind of have to set reasonable goals, because it's like I know I'm not gonna like have time or like just effort, like willingness to do that.
You only have so much like
Because
mental.
I appreciate like I only have so much mental like energy.
That's what people don't appreciate, is that like you got your MP. You got to use it properly. You got to distribute it to your.
Of course,
distribute
Connor can
yourself.
only understand things through game.
No, I get it. I get it. It's a
Sure,
good
okay.
analogy.
This
It's
is
a good analogy. I'm just taking the piss.
who like if
Yeah,
you see the
our awesome gamer audience.
I say this while literally writing like paragraphs like in universe about like how like like tropes and like trying to calculate things like video games. It's like a fruitless endeavor. It's like one of my big anyway. Like I'm literally
Sorry, we're
just
a little bit
stopping
hypocritical
the exact
sometimes.
opposite of that. I got a lot of things to say. I'm not very good at conveying them, but it's going to take me a while, but I will do it.
I would, yeah.
Like there's a lot of I think nuanced things to say.
Yeah, I think conveying information is one of those things where it's just like just doing it a lot, It's like the way I mean, that's how you do pretty much everything.
Just practice.
You just you just do it a lot. It's
that's why I've just been writing scenes. I just wrote a scene about a character doing cannibalism.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it's like, even I'm not super confident on like mic or on stream, but like I can talk a lot, like if I choose to, or if I take my medication. That actually is a noticed thing that I get when I take dexamphetamine. I just talk a lot. That's why I like to take it for the podcast.
Yeah, I'm taking my medication to maximize my productivity.
Well, that is what I have it for.
That's pretty interesting. No, like you have it specifically to be productive, not like for any other reason.
That's what it inherently does. I mean, I'm not like, even if you're talking about why I used it for school, it's because I wasn't productive on schoolwork. Like, I needed something to like make me focus. Like, I don't do high school anymore, but it's still very useful in helping me like do work. I still have to push myself to do the work. Like, I have to have a genuine motivation to do it. But like, once I'm in it, I'm a lot better at it when I take the things that I was prescribed by a doctor.
Yeah, but it's just interesting how we categorize like solving mental health as sort of like, okay, we need you productive.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you have, right? It's just, for me, the way I don't think of my ADD as a super like, it's not a hardcore detriment to me, but it's
a personality defect and like a moral failing more than anything else.
Yeah. I
think all mental illnesses are just personal moral failings of the individuals who have them.
Because I was pretty aware. I was always very aware that I had ADD at a young age. Like, I was never like a huge self-diagnoser, but it was also one of those things where people around me told me I had it as well. Like, my mum was always very confident that I had some kind of like focus problems, because she was also very confident that my dad had focus problems, which he does.
Yeah, it's the same with me and my family and autism. Basically, exact same story.
It's a lot of, I don't know if it's just dads or it's parents or what. 'Cause my sister also has ADHD, so.
In my case, I mean, autism, isn't it that it can only be put down to like the Y chromosome or something?
Something like that, yeah. It's a lot more common in men.
So the Y chromosome is disappearing.
That's awesome, dude. We should get more gay men to fuck so there can be YY babies.
Yeah.
So true.
Ultra autism, ultra.
We need
first
fully
autistic human.
Yeah.
There's no brain, only autism. There's
just the brain stem, like no other organs, just floating around. There's a lot of enemies that are like skeletons, but we need more enemies that are just like the cardiovascular system.
Any more
need more
enemies that are pigs, to be honest.
We need more enemies that are autistic.
Yeah.
We need more Gendo like it.
I have a lot of enemies.
I'm saying Gendo's autistic. He's like bad
Yeah.
autistic. He's bad.
Why
You
did
cannot
you
argue otherwise. You can.
Wait, we didn't. What are you talking about?
I feel like I defend that because people will just look at me
Why?
like, are you fucking mental?
Everyone on that show is autistic. Everyone who watches that show is autistic.
Is that true?
That's true.
Like, look at the biggest proponents for it, fucking Guy Guck.
Guy.
Yeah, the Geiger counter.
I love it.
Remember Guy Guck
You're Mr. Anime, like the guy that killed his family. He like did a video where he's like, I love Guy Guck. I love his videos. I love his.
Yeah, Mr. Anime was crazy.
And Mr. Anime was fucked up in the head. And he killed his whole family.
Yeah.
I think that's
Case
a little
in
bit.
point.
He's playing on kill shoot up at school as well. So like.
But
It was kind of fucked.
I was about to say something very bad, man. I'm very good at calling myself.
Okay.
But yeah, back to my ADD. So I was always very aware of it. Like, unlike Tadhg, right, who was super like
In denial.
Tadhg was super, and I think it's because of that weird stigma. Like, I think he was always passively aware that he but I don't think Tadhg minds us talking about him having ADHD, but
You can't deny it anymore.
well, he was always super like because everyone told him he had and he was super. Tadhg has, and I'm not going to talk too much into him because obviously it's a public forum and I don't know how much he wants to like be revealed, but Tadhg gets a lot of like pride, I think, built up, you know. Kind of like that weird, not pride in the sense where he's super like confident about himself, but that sort of inherent like shield of like pride, or like all the opposite end, kind of pride in the sense that it's to deflect like shame, you know, if that makes sense.
Me. Yeah, that's me.
But so like Tadhg was super ADHD and everyone around him said it, and he was like, no man, like I'm like even in the build up he's like, you know, if I go and if I do, you know, have ADHD, then that'd be, and it's like, all right, man. Whereas for me, it was very much, I went to my mom and I said, can I get actually tested for ADHD? Like, I know I have it, but I want things to help me because I can't pass school. And I was like, oh yeah. So it's never been like a serious impactor, you know, if that makes sense. It's always been something I'm very acutely aware of, even at a young age, but it's like, yeah, I can function, you know. Even my psychiatrist was super like because I was like smart as a kid, which is I think fairly common for quote unquote neurodivergence, where they're like super smart as a kid because their brain is just, I don't know, easy at soaking shit up or something. I don't know. So when you're like going into like even mid high school and stuff, I was like doing fine, you know. And I probably would have passed high school without, like, Vyvanse or dexamphetamine. It just would have been a lot shittier. So it's like, you know, I'm glad I have it. Like, the thing to say that I'm, you know, have it and shit, and I have a prescription, because it does assist me a lot, but I don't know. It's that weird shit. Because even my psych was like, fucking... My psych was... He was like, he asked what my grades were. My psych's very autistic. I haven't seen him in ages. Just a side note, he is autistic. Like, super autistic. Like, he's odd. And he was like, so what's your grades like? And I was like, oh yeah, like I mostly still get B's and A's or whatever. And he was like, okay, I can give you a diagnosis. And then and we had to like prod him because to be like, you know, well, can I get like medication? And he was like, oh, but you're like doing fine in school, so I don't really see the point. I was like, motherfucker, like the whole point is that I don't think I will be doing fine in school. Like, you know, it gets harder. That's the point. It's like I can't. I'm no longer doing as fine. I don't know. He's odd, my psych. I haven't seen him in ages, I said. But, you know. but that's why like Salt. It's not like it's like all my tablets are just letting me be a lot more productive because all I value is productivity, really.
Yeah.
You guys here fucking you guys didn't watch World Peace.
Yeah, I didn't. I haven't watched.
I thought I was like, this is big news.
I
was
feel
the
like
only one
I'd
who watched
like it, but like I just like haven't been like able to like watch it. I'm just like,
well, it's hard to track down. You pretty much have to torrent it.
Yeah, but like it's just like even then I'm just like I can't be fucked to watch World
It's pretty
Peace.
short. It's like 8 episodes or something.
I know it's short. It's just like damn.
I think season 2 of that show is like confirmed to be in production, is what I've heard. Or like they've found someone who will like fund it, you know, which is like cool, I guess. Apparently Nick Mullen's gonna be in it from Comtown.
Oh damn.
Which is like he's funny, but it's also like I feel like Sam Hyde kind of got really cringe and unfunny over the years. Like
yeah, he's just like
over time he kind of got less like humorous and more just like kind of gay and cringy. I don't know. Like I love World Peace. I think it's really funny. I think the last people say the politics or whatever. There's not much political messaging outside of the last episode. So it's like it's not that big a deal, but like I think World Peace is really good. But like I feel like now it could be, especially considering it won't be on Adult Swim or whatever. Like if it's funded, by another party, it'd be someone who was like kind of they would probably be like, oh, we can kind of do more now and say more. And I feel like I don't think Adult Swim had that much restrictions on it on World Peace, don't get me wrong, but I think that's the reason it got cancelled, is because they had not enough restrictions, and then they were like, oh, wait a minute, this show's kind of it's funny, but it's got some weird shit going on under the belly. But
so what's going on?
I feel like Sam would just like go bananas now, but maybe the other $1 Million Extreme people would keep him in check a bit. I think
there's a lot of people surrounding $1 Million Extreme seem not to be too fucked, I guess. Sam's
whole persona is being an insane psychopath dude, but like the as times pass, because he does more, in the public eye, so he's a bit less of an extreme psychopath dude, which is like not a bad thing. It's nothing wrong with him being a human, but it's like it kind of reveals more about him, and you kind of like
Yeah.
For me, like, I'm not one to dislike people purely for political reasons, but he does as time passes get kind of more and more annoying. Sorry, Sam. Just a personal gripe.
just a grievance,
Yeah. Not that he gives a fuck. Like, he's doing fine for himself.
Yeah.
And I'll watch World Peace Season 2 and probably laugh at some bits, so who really cares? I'm glad that it could at least happen, because, like, World Peace Season 1 is super, super good. I use a lot of, like, that style of humor is really, they're really funny, and also the visual presentation of that show is top-notch, so... What's you guys's? I need to do more end of the year shit. What's you guys's what are you guys looking forward to most in 2023?
2023?
Whether it be
Wukong,
piece
new
of
Wukong
art,
game,
a video game, a movie, anything of that sort.
What am I? Sorry, my mic fucked up. So what am I excited for next year?
Yeah. What's on the lookout for your 2023?
Literally today, a new trailer dropped for the fucking, what is it called? Mystery Director Raincoat or whatever, by the Danganronpa guy, which looks really good, because I can tell very obviously that he likes what he did with Danganronpa, but it feels like the setting is really fucking holding him back. So it looks really good looking. Like it goes fully into the style while also not being the exact same, which it looks really good, and I trust all the stuff he makes is good. I mean, a game series whose trilogy ends with calling all the fans of it losers, and the fact that they need to move on is, I appreciate it.
That's,
So that's yeah.
that's what Llamas with Hats did.
Llamas with hats?
Llamas with Llamas with Hats, right?
What?
Okay.
Hold on.
Charlie the Unicorn and shit, right?
Yes.
It's that guy. You've probably seen Llamas with Hats. It was a really big cartoon. It's the two llamas, and one goes Carl, and the other one goes I killed people.
Yeah. I see it now. When I looked it up.
Yeah. All the fans were like, "Oh my god, you need to make more llamas with hats, dude. They're so funny." And so he made I think there were only 2 episodes or something. He made like 3 or 4 more episodes or whatever, and they got really weird and deep and had like this bizarre fucking storyline. And it was all just like Film Cow. I'm pretty sure it was just him saying "fuck you." You don't get what you want,
End of Evangelion.
It was like the ending. It kind of went in a weird direction. Like he was basically trying to prove a point where it's like, you say you want more of this thing, but what you only want specifically this weird idea, And he just made something completely different with it, and then they were like, oh. I don't like the new Llamas with Hats. He did that other thing as well, which I feel so bad for this guy because, I mean, he made a lot of money off of fucking Charlie the Unicorn, so I don't really. But like he made Charlie Te Unicron. Oh, sorry, there was Llamas with Hats of 1 to 12. Sorry, he made way more than 3 or 4 new episodes. He made Charlie the Unicorn, and then everyone was like, and then he made like Charlie Te Unicron, which was a parody of his own cartoon. Awesome. That was meant to be like, this is what it would be like if someone else made Charlie the Unicorn, to kind of be like, yeah, my a bit of a brag thing. But then people really liked Charlie to Unicron, and he made more. So
wouldn't it be terrible if someone made a thing like this?
Charlie the Unicron was funnier, I'll be honest.
No, actually, I think it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh. That's so true. I'm fucked up.
God, I used to be so into Charlie the Unicorn when I was like 8.
Yeah.
Like way into Charlie the Unicorn.
My big thing was Fred when I was 8.
You loved Fred.
I
was
loved
like
Fred.
Fading out at that point. You were like a late arrival to Fred. Then.
I was. Yeah, I know. But like I was obsessed with Fred. I was Fred head, and like I saw his shirt. He's like, "Cause I have a shirt." It's like his face on it. I was like, I remember like going up to my mom, and like it was like when we were like moving and shit. And I was like going up to my mom when she was like really angry. It's like, Mom, can we get like a Fred shirt, but it's like me. She just got really angry and like yelled at me. It's like, what? Just go away. You're annoying me right now. And I'm just like, I don't like Fred anymore. I don't like Fred.
I don't like Fred anymore.
That's the thing. I've said it a billion fucking times, but I got the Fred movie imported because it didn't air on TV in Australia.
Yeah,
it's on like Nickelodeon. So I got my my grandma who like lives in the UK to send it over via mail. Me and my sister really wanted to watch the Fred movie.
I think you said it before as well, like I
did the same thing with a Stampy Long Nose t-shirt that I never wore.
Do you still have it?
No, absolutely not.
Ah, fuck you.
It would not fit me.
Ungrateful child,
It was a terrible shirt. It was so low quality.
It was like worse than Redbubble or some shit.
It was terrible. It was like stiff and gross, and it was just like his shitty YouTube logo that didn't even look good. I just wanted it because I was like, I love Stampy. I want to wear a Stampy shirt, but then it wasn't comfortable, so I didn't wear it, because I was a kid and I was like, I didn't understand that fashion was pain,
fashion.
No, no, the
When
pain is beauty.
Whereas
So
the Fred shirt is fashion now, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't understand my Stampy Cat drip. Yeah, you need to feel uncomfortable because it's all for the look and the vibe. If I could go back in time, I would talk to my young self and I would say, "You fucking wear that Stampy t-shirt, you stupid bitch." And he would say no. And I would be like, "Damn, alright."
All right, jeez.
Then I'd be like, "Well, that was kind of time wasted." And then there would be like a kind of like a Family Guy-esque bit about that where I'd be like, so that was sort of like a bunch of time wasted.
So true. That's exactly how that would happen.
Okay.
I love Family Guy.
I do love Family Guy. Unrelated, but I do love Family Guy.
Me too.
So, okay, I sent this to our server earlier, but no one responded because you guys don't like me or something.
Yeah.
So this picture, who would survive the longest if they were all dropped in the hood?
It's like I don't want to like have like.
So for the audio listeners out there, it's a meme where it says, "Who would survive the longest if they were all dropped in the hood?" And it's a 9x9 grid of various YouTubers and online people. So there's Arlo, there's Nathaniel Bandy, there's Daft Pina, Saber Spark, Your Movie Sucks, Phantom Strider, LS Mark. I don't know how to say that guy's name. Zakrilov?
Sakrilla. Why did it say Sakrilla?
Like that guy.
The guy who loves Moana.
Yeah, that guy, and Blobby from the comics.
Blobby immediately eviscerated. Everyone teams up against Blobby to immediately grind him into dust.
No, I think Phantom Strider instantly evaporates. Like, I'm gonna be honest, Phantom Strider dies immediately. He's way too autistic and like only cares about like cartoons to survive in the hood. So he would just bring up some random shit about like Teen Titans Go or something, and then just get get iced.
Yeah. Okay. Arlo is a crazy puppet creature, so I see it either going like immediate death or like immediate survival.
I think Arlo would survive. I don't think it would survive the longest, but I think he would make it work.
He either dies immediately or integrates himself with the populace.
Yeah. I think the blobfish also dies pretty quick. Not as fast as Phantom Strider, but Blobby definitely goes pretty damn fast. And I think that's just because Blobby would just say something retarded and Blobby would act as if the real life people
act like the ones
like the straw man characters that are all written in the Blobby comics. And I'm talking about the character itself, by the way. I don't give a fuck about the writer. I'm talking about the fish itself, even though, I don't know. Even though I think the fish is meant to be a reflection of the writer, but whatever. I think the fish kind of, it kind of runs his mouth, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's fucks up. Daft Pina also goes pretty quickly. I don't think he intentionally goes. His just weird, slow, methodical method of speaking would be interpreted as some kind of bullying or whatever.
Is Twilight Zone-esque,
Yeah, the fact I have to watch his videos on 1.5 speed, that would impact his, survivability. LS Mark could make it work. I think he could get along with anyone reasonably. I think LS Mark's able to just sort of find
LS Mark's just a friendly sort of fellow.
Yeah. Saber Spark survives pretty long, but I think YMS survives the longest. Fucking the Moana guy also goes pretty quick. I don't know. I think YMS
He's
survives
a theater kid, so yes.
I think
agree.
YMS survives the longest, and this is my thing. I think he survives the longest because although he is, similar to these guys, where he's a nerd who spends a lot of time, inside watching shit or playing shit or whatever.
He's also
at the very least, he has a very wide knowledge about movies and shit. So unlike fucking Phantom Strider, who just watches cartoons made for children, or Nathaniel Bandy, who just plays Nintendo games. Yeah, I think although his although probably his perception of, you know, that kind of environment would be somewhat influenced by movies, there would be like the more like accurate movies, you know.
It's
So
also the
I
fact
think
that he goes
you know,
outside and
that's
does
true, yeah.
it does like get gigs and stuff.
I
You gotta
think-
remember
I
he
think-
also is like
yeah.
he also makes music.
Yeah, I think YMS, despite being a furry, somehow is the most like culturally acclimatized and normal out of all of these. Maybe Saberspark actually. Probably Saberspark's a little bit more normal than him, but then it's YMS. I don't think Saberspark would live as long just because he wouldn't be used to it, you know. But he would definitely last.
Mm.
We need to make more of these.
I just found it. I was like, this is a great picture.
It is. It
I just love
truly
seeing
is.
Phantom Strider and everything because he's such an insane guy. I love him. I love him to death. But he's such a bizarre guy, you know. Because he's just like stuck in that like 2017 cartoon, you know, reviewer dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, he likes what he
I
likes.
love-
He's definitely very autistic and kind of man-childy, but there's nothing
But
wrong
that's
with that.
true of all yeah, that's
Nothing
true of
wrong
most
with
of the
that.
people
Nothing
here.
wrong.
Nothing wrong with, you know, that if he brings him joy and, you know, he makes money. At the very least, he can say above a lot of the other autistic man-childy guys is he has a successful YouTube channel, so, you know.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's not
So-
like, oh yeah, I actually do this for a living. I get money from the rest of you, cretins. You rest.
He's just cooler, you know? Because he's
I'm better.
Yeah. he's that neat. I'm better. I always think of that video on like a guy mouthing it on 2x speed. It's just really funny to imagine like someone moving, like jutting really fast around, like a fucking like bird or something, you know? You know, when birds just like move their head and just like lock it
Yeah.
in place for a bit. Then they just do like another really sharp turn of their head. I wish humans did that.
I agree.
Yeah.
Better.
I'm better. I am better.
I'm smarter. I'm better.
But I love people who get stuck in like very specific areas of YouTube.
Mm.
Like who like join like, you know, say like the people who got really into like making like 12-hour long videos about like how the SJWs ruined blank after like,
Alright,
you
maybe
know,
not that.
after like the ninth Rise of Sky, like the new
Yeah.
Star Wars movies, and just kept doing
Yeah,
that.
those
and
guys who
like
still
realize
make
still
like
complain about like
SJWs in cinema, whatever. Like how they're in
Mm.
feeds.
Yeah.
Like, god damn, man.
Dude,
like,
you
yeah.
need to take a fucking pill of some
Yeah,
sort.
just get with the times, man.
Take a pill. I don't care which one. But yeah, I
Preferably
think you know
cyanide.
which one. I think you know which one you
You-
need to take. If I'm being honest.
What's it?
That's
They,
I
they,
love-
they would take that out of context and make a 30-minute thing after you said like 2 words. They would like pause and they would speak for like 30 minutes and then they would play.
My favorite type of shit. I'm sub to someone on YouTube who makes a lot of like, they make a lot of. I guess you would call them Vine-esque edits, whereas you know the format was very popular on Vine. I think it kind of moved to
Yeah.
like Tumblr and sort of other places.
Yeah.
And they're like a bit longer, you know, like that very over animated like After Effects transition edit of like usually some sort of like 2010s like children's cartoon or like young older kids cartoon, not like baby cartoon, but like DuckTales 2017 is one, and you know the Tangled show was pretty popular with that crowd, I think, and they like still make regularly like videos like that. And I just love that like that type of like fandom person still exists, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just so wholesome that someone still like dedicates their whole life to like their Tumblr fandoms or whatever, you know?
Mhm.
I agree so much.
Like I don't feel sorry for you because I assume you're having fun, you know, you kind of enjoy doing it or whatever. But I do kind of be like, damn, how do you stay committed like to that, you know?
It's like you
How do you not
surely
like
gotta be-
grow out of it? Because she's like you know in her 20s, the one I follow, and it's like I just don't understand how. And I'm not saying cartoons are for kids. I'm saying specifically that like Tumblr fandom shit is for kids. You know?
that shit is
Yeah.
definitely for kids. Like most people are engaged with that shit. I speak from like the point of reference of being a part of that shit as a Homestuck fan.
Hmm.
most people that were in that were like fucking like 14,
Yeah,
15,
it's mostly
16.
like teenagers. It's not bad.
I-
It's just
I
it's a
don't fu-
teenage
I-
thing, you know.
I don't fuck
Yeah.
girls in their 20s. I fuck like a 15,
I
14,
fuck girls
16.
like 15.
I just realized I just did that, and I was like, okay, I gotta do it. But you know, like,
All right, I know we've been going for a long time, and I know you guys want to fucking claw my eyes out, so I'm sorry.
No, this is way better. This is way more fucking.
No.
This is so much better than compared to remember like, oh, has it been like an hour and 30 minutes? It's way more animated.
Well, I want to say, for continuing on New Year's or like end of year shit, it's a weird one, I guess. But you guys, you know what new like YouTube channel or like just I guess social media person or whatever, you know, did you you know find any new people who you've really like into, you know?
this year,
They don't have to be like they made videos this year, but just like you got into them this
You
year
discovered
or something,
them.
you know? Or just got more into them, or you know.
there's a few people like that. I'm just trying to think, but definitely Hazel for me, obviously. like
I'm well
I know.
aware.
I just really like her videos. I just find them really interesting. It's like all like fucking, you know, like really like it's just sort of like Forgotten Me-esque, like, you know, like anime, like weird anime shit, and that I really enjoy it. It's up my alley, and I just find Hazel's videos very relaxing and shit just to listen to, and it's like, oh, I'll put this on in the background and just like listen to her talk about shit. It's epic. Fuck, I'm trying to think of other people. Well, I'll maybe this is gonna sound so gay. I think there's like the only other person that I've like really like gone into per se is like either like Easy, like all I was watching through like all of like Izzy's fucking shit as well, and then like and aside that, probably just I just been listening to a lot of the Trash Taste podcast just by accident. I'm not really. I just like I see it's on. All right, I'm just gonna listen to it. You know, I just it's like background noise for me.
That's fair.
But I know it's better than like I like it because they actually talk. They're doing they're all like doing a lot of shit in their lives. It just turns out like they're just making shit constantly. It's really interesting to talk about instead of just like listening to like I don't know like the Super Mega Cast where it's just like
The same thing.
I'm on new medication this week actually.
Yeah, I kind of get that. The big problem I think I have with Trash Taste is, and this is hi Tadhg.
Hi Tadhg.
The big problem I have with Trash Taste delivery, not delivery, but like Trash Taste. I think they're all good. I don't watch as much as I did at some point. The way they deliver words is very, I don't know. They kind of seem kind of like
that special word that you know people aren't supposed to say.
Yeah, of course. The second that Tadhg
it's a
joined,
weird gripe thing. You know what? You know what it mainly is. It's when Giga says like young people words.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, like
When
like,
Giga says like bussin' and like fucking
I hate, I feel like
that
I
shit just makes me kind of because he's like, man, like you know.
Look, Connor and Joey can like get away with it to like a certain extent, but Giga just like he just doesn't get it. It just
Yeah,
like
more
He
like-
has
sounds
that
so
posh
like a
English
fucking robot
voice,
saying
like
it.
yeah.
It
He has
says,
that.
like
more like a big
No,
cock.
they're
There's
like
that
they
text-to-speech
mostly do their
voice, you
shit.
know. He's like the oldest guy there as well, so it's like,
And doesn't help the fact they get most of their like I know, it's like they're like older, of course, they're not gonna be like up to date with fucking like Gen Z humor and
they
that.
don't
but it's
have
just,
to be.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't have to be, but it's just like of course you're gonna hear shit like bussin' and then from like Giga when they're like Reddit meme, you know, like Reddit.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Like, I don't care. It just like
I love listening to them still because I just like especially Connor. Because
yeah, I
he's
like
just,
Connor a lot. Like
Connor's just fucking mental sometimes. I just love it.
Okay.
He just like
not you,
you
Connor.
see-
Don't get
I
too
know.
excited.
I was doing a bit.
Conor Roy Knight.
Don't get too
on-
excited, motherfucker.
You don't
But,
have to
like-
spell 7 of my real names fucking out loud. Only I get to do
We
that.
said him before. Don't be like a little.
Yeah, that's what I said. Only I get to do that.
Only I get to do it. That's me. That's my thing.
That's me, bro.
But that's me, bro. Like, but like, I feel like, I don't know, they're all very like entertaining people to like listen to. So yeah, I like them. Other than that, people that I like, I guess I got into this YouTube account called Tadhg, which he just does a lot of fucking like garage kit videos and like a lot of like aesthetic shit. She's only have like 5 videos up, but it's a really cool account. So, you know, cool aesthetic shit. I like it. And that's
Mhm.
basically what I did for content creator. Oh yeah, also got girl DM, but you know that's VTuber stuff.
Goldium sucks balls.
I like girl DM.
No,
I
actually,
like
I
it.
don't mind her. You're right.
I like her.
Goldium out of
because,
all of them is I don't mind
The
her.
one.
like, it took me a while to find like a decent VTuber that just didn't
I
annoy me.
appreciate the effort she puts into her face tracking. Is why
Like, I love. Like,
like
her current model
I
is, like,
appreciate the
obvious-
hustle. You know.
Yeah, I love the model. Like, this is very emotive and shit. It's very interesting to watch.
I'm scrolling through all my
Yeah,
it's so
Goldium
hard.
is very like, I think she kind of gives off that sort of emotionally aware kind of person, which is what I don't know. It's kind of appreciated, you know.
Yeah,
Someone who's very
especially-
like self-aware and very like
Yes, especially
very
going
like
for
confident
control.
and like stable and shit. It's not very common in the VTuber industry.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
very
You see a
fake.
lot of people will just put up like a facade, like obviously because they're playing a character and that
Yeah.
to a certain extent. But it's like when I listen to girls, it's like I feel like I'm actually listening to like a person speak instead of just like someone putting on like the anime voice and like
Mm.
it's like, hey guys,
Yeah.
a
Yeah, you
model
got
with
the
big bouncing
classic
titties and shit, like
pretending
Kuma Bay models.
Yeah.
got the classic like 32-year-old pretending they're like 20, like
Exactly, like
20.
that.
Yanas?
the wench. Yeah,
I got nothing. If that's the
Nothing
way
against that
you
wench.
do it, like if because there's obviously a mark for that. If that's like the way
I
you
respect,
do it,
I
or whatever.
respect the grind, you know. Like I watch, like I have a guilty pleasure of watching occasionally Shy Lily shit, but like I respect the grind. So it's just like,
Yeah, I
if you
don't.
do it,
Yeah, I understand the market. I just think it's like it's not for me.
fair enough.
You know, a lot of VTubers come across as very like weird and mechanical and like
Yeah,
not, you know, and I don't hate it in all contexts, but some of them are very like
annoying.
yeah, and just sort of like it feels weird seeing it. You know, it annoys me sometimes. Like I don't hate Nyanas, but I also can't listen to her speak for that long because she does that really soft whisper voice.
Hey guys.
Like she's whispering, and I don't know if that's because she's actually very like unconfident or if it's because it's like the character she plays. Very well could be because she's not confident. Because Tadhg's typing chocolate milk and just very interesting.
I was drinking chocolate milk. It was really good.
Okay,
First time I had
Nyanas
chocolate milk in a while.
cool. I think Nyanas probably is somewhat shy in general, but you know.
yeah.
Chocolate milk.
Anyway,
I think I'm really into Cena Nanas. This
yeah.
no, I just realized, Jesus, like I don't think about it much, but a year is like quite a long time.
Japanese is. That's what you
Makes
got
me-
into Mori Calliope, right?
That's slander. I've been at Demon Dice for like 3 years, and I would say the opposite. I would say I've gotten out of Demon Dice. Like after hearing that, I'm like, I tried listening to some of the songs I like back, and I just they're not even any worse. It's just while I'm listening, all I can hear is her saying, Jesus, Japanese.
Yeah.
Listen to them. Thank God that I can just listen to the people that she just takes like wholesale their style. Top at Kyo. I can just listen to their songs because it's not her. Which, honestly, they're much better. I mean, it makes sense. I was trying to think, like, a year is a long time, but also, I haven't gotten into, like, new YouTubers for a very long time.
Not even one.
Not even one.
Not even one little person.
I'm trying to think because I'm looking through them. Like, actually, these are all people I've been subscribed to for like at least like 2 years.
I mean, it could be someone you got more into, even like So
Yeah,
someone
but-
who you kind of knew about, but you only sort of just got properly into.
I guess the only
'Cause a lot of that's for me is like, you know.
yeah, but I've always kind of like, you know, I guess the only person who really like fits that category of like, you know, hip new people would be the Patricia Taxon who made the videos I talked about, where it was the marble, the 3D marble videos were halfway through she just starts like saying pop and saying how she's a furry and tells you to watch a gay porn furry gay porn visual novel.
Yeah.
I'm like, I agree with everything you're saying, but why does it have to be you? And especially in the new "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" video, I agree with literally every single point, and I also emotionally relate to it. But then she says things like "pop," and I'm like, "Oh God, I could have been this." And I wake up, now I'm waking up every day thankful I'm not like this.
Every day
I
thank
didn't
the
end up being
Lord.
a furry.
Yeah, thank the Lord I'm not a
for not being a
furry.
Chainsaw Man fan and not being a furry. Two things I'm thankful for. What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving?
It's already passed, but you know.
Thanksgiving is anytime you give thanks, loser.
No, but the holiday already passed.
Yes, and
Well, anyway, I have a list of people.
I'm
Now you came
thankful for the
prepared.
power of supple breasts.
I just went through my YouTube
What?
subscriptions.
Power?
They're nice.
The power.
I agree.
The power they hold.
The power they hold over me, I get it.
I think that's most of the power they hold over you, bro.
Everyone.
No, I'm not controlled by breasts.
You
Everyone.
control them.
I can
It's like
control myself. I can hold
got the
myself
whole-
back.
I've got the height of the boobs.
But yeah, no, I went through my thing. I have a good list, I think.
Kingdom Hearts, but replace every mention of darkness with light with tits and R's.
So, alright, so on my list, alright, I'll try and make it succinct, but I have a couple here. I got someone into Dubus Goobus this year.
I love Dubus. He's great.
Yeah, I'm not like a massive huge fan, but he's like his short
Really
videos or whatever, just usually quite funny and entertaining. I enjoy that.
Shit.
I already kind of watched Uric Salad Bar, but I watched a lot more of kind of his like a Uric Salad Bar's like, I guess, video essay things that he made.
Yeah.
I think they're super like well written and they're really visually like unique. Is the main kind of draw. He's very good at like pacing through editing and stuff.
I fucking love it. His Smiling Friends one is probably the funniest video essay I've ever seen. It's just like actual. It's great. It's the perfect way to do like a parody. You don't like rip it off at like the first bit. You let him get like halfway through before you flip it on your head. I appreciate that. A lot of parodies are like too quick to reveal that they're a parody. But
yeah.
okay, continue.
Then I had Bernie Vids, which is Bedhead Bernie's like current YouTube channel.
Yeah, you doing good?
They started making very engaging and interesting kind of video essays as well. They kind of already did, but like in a lot more varied like topics and shit, you know? They don't just make videos about like random cartoon shit or whatever. It's like a lot of really bizarre like things you wouldn't like. That was the John Bob documentary, which was huge. Then there was even like the Beavis and Butthead video was really good. It was just a review of like every season of Beavis and Butthead. It's really interesting. It's like the Low Tax video was great as well. It's about like the Something Awful guy who like died, I think like semi recently. So yeah, he Bernie is good. Yeah, because I was never into Bedhead Bernie really when they like made regular videos. So the most I knew of them were when they were on the Pizza Party podcast, like once in like 2015 or 16 or whenever they were popular. Like more popular, you know?
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I have Off Canny. I was already into Off Canny, you know, last year for a long while, but I donated to Jacob's Patreon this year, and I'm pretty much watched like every single thing that like he's made, or they've like made with Offcanny. So like, you know, I mean, it's no fucking secret, I guess, that Offcanny is like probably
Big.
my favorite channel on YouTube. Like Jacob is one of the most creative, like, and inspiring people, I think, you know, online. Which
Yeah.
I know I don't think he really likes to fucking hear, but you know.
If you think it's true.
Yeah, like it's just I don't know. I really, you know, I was already into Off County, got further into it, like, and everything they made this year was really good. And I'm glad that you know, that because there was that big, you know, break or whatever for a while. And I'm glad that Jacob's back in kind of the swing of things, because it's pretty consistently, like, in my opinion, the best videos you could watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely do believe that. I put Oni Plays here for some reason. I don't know. Shout out Oni Plays. I already watched them shit done. Sleepy Cabin as well. I guess, like, as you can say, you're into Oni Plays, so it's, like, implied, but I actually listened to, like, a lot of Sleepycast episodes.
Yeah.
Like, I listened to all of Season 1 and, like, a bit of Season 2 so far this year. And it's just, there's just some funny fucking dudes, you know?
They see some funny fuckers.
They're just some funny fucking people. I also love Stamper. When I started listening to it, I hated Stamper. I thought he would, like, he took kind of the fun out of everything and made it really, like, kind of weird. But by the end of Season 1, I was like, damn, Season 2 is not going to have any Stamper? Fuck, man. I love
This is
Stamper.
called a real life character arc.
He was so good. Funk is on the list as well.
He is fucking incredible.
Funk-
I love his shit.
Funk is really good. I think, like, I know these are all, like, boring video essay tubers, apart from, like, a couple of them. But Funk probably makes the best video essays, I would say, in my opinion. Like, just in terms of, like, they're paced really, really good. And, like, it's constant, like, humor and delivery, and, like, the charm of the style is so good.
Yeah, there's a big problem with video essays where, like, what they're saying is interesting, sure, but it's also, like, you gotta, like, trek through it to get to their point.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, but with Funk, it's, like, it's actually entertaining in, like, a way that's not just, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, like, I don't know. He's just, yeah, he's a really, like, he's really good at writing, is just the main thing, you know? Like, his visual style is also great, but I think the main, like, strength Funk has is he's so fucking good at, like, writing and pacing videos. Like, I don't know how he does it, man. And then I don't know what, I have Were the Kids as well. I'm pretty sure I got into Were the Kids this year. It might have been last year. I don't really know. But Were the Kids is good.
Yeah.
He's just a really good animator. He does really cool things. And Big Top Burger is a fun series.
Yeah.
Sorry, I really love Were the Kids. I listen to his music as well. He's very good.
No, he's very talented.
Yeah, it's not fair. You could have shared it with, like, some other people instead of hogging it all. Fucking asshole.
So true.
Well, why is it? No, why are there people that exist like that? They fucking hog all the fucking talent. They're like, oh yeah, you know what? I'll be really good at drawing. You know what? I'll be really good at animating as well. Oh, you know what? I'll be good at music as well. I'll just be good at that too. While you're at it, I'll pick up, like, I'll pick up another language as well on top of that. Let's just see how much fucking shit I can pick up.
That's how I feel about everyone in Sleepy Cabin as well. Like, they're all really, they all do so much. It's like, how the fuck are you this good at this many, like, things?
And the answer is they paid for it by being super autistic.
No, I was fucking, I was just meandering in high school. That was the problem. I wasted my time.
Nah, you still have time. You still have so much time. That's the thing I always think about. It's like I'm running out of time, but it's like, nah. You have, like, all of your 20s and even 30s to, like, try.
Yeah.
I got it fucking locked down in my 20s. no going outside, no so. That's it.
No, leaving the house, just animating.
Well, I'm not 20 yet. Once I get to 20, boom, 10 years of just hard grinding. I get there. By 30, I'm there.
Dude, I'm 20 next year. I still can't fucking believe that.
So is
Like,
Tadhg.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna be 20 sooner. Like 3 months.
Nah, I'll be 20 even faster. Nah.
I still can't believe this side though. I still can't believe it. Like this. I'm gonna be 20.
It's all kind of.
I know
thing.
it's like age is like fucking whatever. But
20 is
like,
I mean, it
very
does
young.
mean something. I'm not gonna say it means nothing, but you know,
I'm
it doesn't mean
20.
nothing.
Just
Nothing. You know, it's like it's something. Nothing. It's like.
It's like
I mean,
I'm no
it
longer
means
a
something.
teenager.
You know, once age of consent laws come into play, but but age outside of that.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
I have to
20.
say it because when you say age is just a number, it's not a good look.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be that guy.
But I
No,
mean
you don't-
about about your opportunities in life.
Can I just mention, I'm late to the party about all this replay shit, but a friend wants to like
I'm just
gather.
funny about all this
I don't know
consent.
if he's gonna- But he wants me to send it to this thing, but I don't want to because my replay is nice and like it's embarrassing. It's a song from that movie Tick Tick Boom.
Your Apple Music replay.
Yeah, and then it's the theme song to Ranking of Kings.
Wait, which Tick Tick Boom song?
Therapy.
Dude, Therapy was in my my YouTube Music recap.
Yeah. And then like the theme song to the first theme song for Ranking of Kings, the Chainsaw Man theme song.
Damn, you must have listened to that so many times.
Yeah, I listened to it a lot when that came out. I was listening on repeat. I was so hyped up and getting so like insane.
Really hype. It's a hype song.
God Save the Music because I saw is it Winners? Yeah, because I saw the Speedo
Yeah,
like
Speedo made a video for that. It was really good.
and I really liked the anime. So then I just kept listening to the song because the song's also good. And then it's another intro to an anime that I like, a ballroom dancing one that I only watched like a few episodes.
That's
So-
awesome.
That's embarrassing. That's so cringe.
Yeah, it's pretty
Most
funny,
of the
though.
music I've listened to this year is either from a musical, or anime, or like TV shows because I've got
Pick your
anime.
poison.
The OKKO theme song. I don't know why I was listening to that so much this year. I think I just went through a phase where I like missed OKKO, so I started watching it again.
Mm,
And then the Ride On Shooting Star from Cooley Cooley.
that's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of pillow.
Pillow
is
shit
good.
stands on its own. Like if you didn't say it's
Yeah.
anime, they
Yeah, no, yeah. I just feel like I think it's because I went through a phase this year of not really listening to much like just music in general. I was more listening to podcasts and shit. So in terms of music, the only time I'd really listen to a new song was when I'd like actively go, "Oh, I like this song," and it's usually when I'm watching something or
Mm.
other than that. So yeah, it's just a bit embarrassing. I'm kind of like, damn. I knew it was gonna put. I refused to look at mine. That's why I was hesitant because I was like, it's gonna really show something to me that I don't want to see.
It's gonna show something. I'm gonna-
Was from
It's
musical.
got a dark side of me. A dark.
Fucking don't ask, don't tell. Like just keep it hidden.
Mm.
Also, last YouTube shout out, The Infinite Review. I've watched like Owen Mecha Gamezilla for years and years and years. He's not new at all, but he's still
Just-
super underappreciated.
So true.
Like he his last video doesn't even have 10k views, bro. Come on, man. He's
Come on, guy.
he
Come
makes
on.
such good fucking videos for it to not for him not to be, super popular at this point. Oh,
Tadhg, you got any creators that you really got obsessed with this year?
Ooh, we're talking. Okay, like YouTube, or just
Right,
doing a
YouTube.
general.
Yeah, I think we'll just do YouTube. I
One-
guess.
I mean, what other
I mean,
creators would you have?
We go. I mean, because in a sense, were we keeping it to YouTube? Because when you say creators, my brain goes like broad.
Like the fucking Instagram artists, or like what?
No, I just people that create things.
Or the Instagram models.
I mean,
for
I'm
fucking?
gonna stick it to YouTube because I know, like, I know you would go into a lot of like actual like good artists and shit you get into, and like, you know.
I've got some YouTubers. I this year at least, because I like culled like most of my YouTube subscriptions because I wanted to like clean up a bit more. So I like kind of just followed channels that I really like. So I guess Banjo was saying Word the Kids. That was one for me that was like really fucking enjoyed this year. I think Channel 5 also, like, did I find Channel 5 this year? Or was that, I can't even remember, but I did like a lot of that shit. Like, especially when I was doing my like assignments, I would just put Channel 5 on when I was doing them. It's just good to have in the background. And I really like, Andrew Callahan, some strong journalism shit. I don't know. It's good quality. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's just very consistently good. I mean, because a lot of mine overlaps with Banjo, because I'd say Off Kenny as well. Just
Yeah, I think a lot of our tastes overlap.
good creators that just like consistently I enjoy. It's like Off Kenny, Channel 5, Were the Kids.
Here's a thing. What's a subgenre you got really into?
Hold on, can I just say some throwing shit at I guess I've always kind of been into Wendigoon, but this year I started watching more of his videos. Wendigoon.
When does he go?
Wendigooning.
I'm trying to think of the channel. Like,
When's Tagoon? That's the question.
That's what I've been asking.
Bring to light. Let's see. So I'm going through some. Oh, there's a channel I really like. They're called Hiding in Public. I don't know if you guys have ever like seen any of his videos, but he does video essays on like manga and like anime and just like stuff in like mostly anime and manga. But I really like his video essays because he's done like some I think it was the reason actually I started reading Chainsaw Man, which is like his video essays got me into it. Because I saw one of his video essays, because he did like specific ones where he was focusing on characters. I think so, at least. Am I thinking of the wrong guy? Oh my god.
I'm on his channel. He looks like he has a lot of Chainsaw Man videos.
Yeah, he has a lot of Chainsaw Mans. Quite a few
Chainsaw Men.
He like does specific. I think he did like specific. Oh yeah, that's right. It's recently. Okay. But yeah, he had a lot does
haiku videos as well. This is perfect for Tadhg.
Yeah, his haiku videos are also really cool. I really like his perspectives, and I also like that he also comes from like he'd use a lot of personal stuff to like round out. Like, it wasn't just him analyzing something. He would use like specific points of like personal experience to analyze something. So he was adding like a bit of him. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm just analyzing this character and saying this about them. It was like, oh, this actually links to like a point in my life, and he might talk a little bit about it. And I felt like, I don't know, I appreciate that type of like honesty, even in something as like, a video essay. You know what I mean? It's like it reminds me when I saw a fucking guy go, oh, it's not that hard to say, and like all video essays are just fucking sucking. And I'm like, no, they're like good video essay channels out there, because it's not just analyze, like, it's not just saying, oh, this is this symbolizes this. If you add and that's what I really appreciate. He adds like a lot of individuality.
Yeah, it does add value to. It's like, people be like, oh, and not to be memey, but the facts don't carry your feelings thing. And I'm not talking about specifically that, but in the sense of like a video essay, it's like factual. The most content dump is like better or whatever. But it's like, I feel like a lot of entertainment is heightened by like personal emotion, because like it brings a level of attachment into it. So like,
yeah, well, that's exactly
like it brings an actual unique perspective and into what the video is.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's it for me. It's like that type of like you're literally giving me a new perspective of this piece of media because you're presenting me with your perspective, and that's like interesting to me because I feel like it can. I don't know. I find it not, and like I also realized I'm very like that was a channel, but then I also got mixed up. There's another video essay channel that I also watch a lot that did like the specific Chainsaw Man ones, which is his name's like Medi, and it's like in little things. It's not the bad guy.
Yeah,
he's also really good because he always like he does like these deep kind of character studies for like based on different like manga and anime and stuff, and he focused specifically on characters, and I thought that was really cool.
Neat.
But yeah,
Sweet.
for those two guys, but yeah, no, I'd really like it. Like, yeah, just the fucking video essays that have like a little bit of the personal in it, and it just kind of makes it feel more unique.
There was the Patricia Taxon "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" video. Like the first half is about how there are so many people who like talk about "Don't hug me, I'm scared," but they all say like this secret background detail means, and then there isn't a lot of talk in like surface analysis. Like, how did this make me feel?
Yeah, exactly. It's always overlooked. It's like an overlooked point of like. It's actually, I find it more interesting to find out like how a piece of media impacted the actual person watching it rather than.
It's always like
trying to. I feel like part of the point of enjoying media, when that kind of analysis, like stuff that can be analyzed, is left a bit vague. So I'd rather look at like, oh, how did it affect you though? Like, what did you think? How did it make you feel?
Yeah, there was that's what the Dan Olson video about Annihilation's about. All these channels that like try to explain media only ever do it through an analytical lens, and there's very little like analysis of things like on a thematic level. It's all this must be literally what's happening in the thing, and there's kind of a refusal.
Like I think like I can think of channels off the top of my head that do that, and it's like. There's a point where the only reason they're enjoying this seems to only be from like the explanation point of view of things. Like I see like videos about My Hero Academia. It doesn't seem they're enjoying the story. They're just kind of still moving forward with it because they can keep making theories and explanations about characters. But there's nothing really coming from a sense of like that you're actually invested, that like your analysis of this character actually then was kind of like, I don't know, mirrored maybe how you were feeling once in your life and stuff like that. I just noticed there's a lot of that, and it's kind of like only holding something to its like, it's almost like you're standardizing things now just based on the, look at this symbol they put there, instead of like, because I think it's story, like it should always be story before like substance in a sense, like because you have your core story in anything, and then you put like adding symbolism, should always just be like the bells and whistles that you then just chuck on top. That's kind of what like I did, like Stephen King in his book, he talks about it, how like theme and symbolism should come after story.
Stephen King in his book, which one?
On writing. It's like a book he made about writing, yeah. But then it ends with him dying. He gets murdered at the end of it. Oh, but that's the plot twist.
Michael Jackson touches kids.
What a plot twist!
What a plot twist!
Maybe one more channel I'll bring up. His name's Sisyphus55. He does videos on like philosophers, but then also just like kind of. I think he's did philosophy. He does philosophy at like college. But he just does some like cool, like he does cool little animations. It's not like he is an animator. He just started making little animations for his videos, and I enjoy his videos. They're always just very nice to. They're like they're pretty like easy to digest, and again, the kind of puts like personal shit in it. I think I appreciate it when creators do that. It just makes me.
He compares himself to Sisyphus a lot,
I don't.
Tadhg, whenever you're doing something, you always say, "I'm rolling this boulder up this hill, man. It's just gonna roll back down."
What? And then some
Yeah,
honorable
makes sense.
mentions. Rainbot. I like Rainbot a lot. She does like talking
Your
about
philosophy too.
like I don't know, unsolved mystery, the lead masks case, things like that. They're just fun background shit I put on when I'm like doing stuff because I can just because she has so many videos and they're so long I can play a bunch of them. It's disturbing shit and stuff like that.
Yeah, guys, honorable mentions, that Planet Dolan, that Rebel Taxi video where it's just Pan's humiliation kink with his transgender boyfriend. Probably like Smosh.
Yeah, he got really big in
Another honorable mention: every Better Call Saul analysis.
honorable mention.
Honorable mention, the word chicanery. I heard it once. Pretty cool.
And I never looked back.
Chicanery.
I heard the guy yell chicanery in the video, and I was like, "That's so awesome."
I wish he'd yell at me.
Jeffrilla's Productions.
There you go. He knows how
that's the
to
guy.
say it. We're all sitting here like, how the fuck do you say his name?
I like him.
You know what? Big shout out to Robo-Café. Oh,
That's true. Yeah, big shout outs to Robo-Café.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite too.
You know what? Untitled Cast.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh fuck! Wait. One more, guys. I promise. I'm sorry. I missed him. Krogston.
How could you not?
Krogston's
iconic.
Really funny animator. That's all I'll say. I don't need to say much. He just makes short animations. He's really funny. I think he works for the Odd Ones Out, but in his own time, he makes really good like 3D animations.
I love the
What's his name?
what was it called? The bomb one?
Krogston.
I love the
I would like to.
He's a funny dude.
yeah, the one he made about like the guys who for his like OC as like, you know, getting in increasingly like more trouble. They like start by robbing a bank and then he forces like you, the viewer, to like make a bomb and throw it at the police, and you know, like
Yeah,
that
when he
one's
says there's
fun.
bugs on your skin, that was pretty good as well.
Yeah, he
Comic
pointed
card.
directly at you. I like how his videos are like all from like point of view of yourself.
Yeah. He points directly at you, and you look down, and he's in real life behind you.
Hey,
I found a
elevate
CD with the
yourself,
name
Coach
Krogston.
Donnie, my man.
Yeah, elevate yourself with Coach
Sorry,
Donnie.
got to shout out Coach Donnie.
Mhm.
Elevate yourself. You know, he's been doing his high Q reaction videos.
Yeah.
Those are pretty legendary. I'm pretty sure, you know, he's on season 3 now, 4. So, you know, he's gone far.
Damn.
Proud of, like,
I'm
So
proud.
keep grinding, Coach Donnie. You're my messiah, kinda.
So true.
And one more I'll just say is comic tropes. I really like his videos. He does cool comic analysis by like he'll like deconstruct the tropes of a certain author, and then he'll like he always just the way he always presents is really creative. Like
He always presents, yeah.
his
Presents
intros
them
are
very
always really
often.
funny because it'll always be like he's doing something and he's like, oh, you caught me. I don't know. Maybe he's like, oh, you caught me shaving my balls. Speaking of smooth nuts, and then he'll talk about the comic that might have smooth nuts in it. I don't know.
If you have a transition like
yeah.
that, why aren't you transition to a Manscaped ad, bro? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was about to
That's a
say.
missed opportunity.
It would be perfect if we were sponsored by Manscaped.
But no, he's really cool. I really like him. He's just great. He just always like makes cool comic videos. Like,
I would
he
love
like
to take a
he's
Manscaped
also a
sponsor.
comic book artist, but I'm pretty sure he failed trying to make a comic. But he still like draws and shit. He does drawing streams, so he'll just do his
That's
stuff.
cool.
But yeah, he's small. It's not like he's a pretty small creator, like 191 subscribers. But yeah, good fucking content.
He has 1 subscriber.
Yeah, it's like 7 subscribers.
Yeah, he has like 5.
I have no idea. Like, it's called God.
It's a lot of cool comic history.
It's a
It's
sign
why
from
I
God
did
that
my
I'm recording for
comic
2.5 hours.
I was
Jeez,
in my
need to
comic
stop.
class.
we need to wrap this up. This is gonna be a pain to edit.
I was doing my comics class for university, and my teachers bring out all this cool facts. And I'm like, like history and shit. I'm like, yeah, I know.
And you're like,
this.
I wish my teacher was comic club.
TikTok.
I saw it on Dorkley's Today in Nerd History teach. So
If I was teaching a class and someone said that, I would ask them to stand outside the. I would ask them to leave. They
Fair
obviously
enough.
know everything about to teach.
I would ask you.
know the guy who did the Today in Nerd History. I feel like I see him and stuff.
You see him around places.
Well, Dorkley was like the gaming outlet of College Humor.
Yeah.
He's owned by the same parent company or whatever. But so maybe he was in some of that shit. I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I used to watch Dorkley a little bit when I was young.
Oh, I was a big Dorkley head, man.
I wouldn't say I was ever big into Dorkley, but I definitely watched a lot.
I was big. I would stay up late.
You
with
were
my
a big kid.
watching Dorkley.
So that was mean.
I'd be watching Dorkley as a little child, watching that Mario one. I can't remember.
If Mario was 22% more realistic.
Yeah.
Mario has a gun. Sonic,
I remember that one.
The Sonic for Hire or whatever. The fuck
No, that was
called.
Machinima.
Oh, sorry.
So Sonic for Hire was Machinima. It was in the same style, but I think that one is more fondly remembered. Probably not
I
for good
remember that-
reasons, but yeah.
Is Dorkley still around?
I just remember
Yeah,
the bit
Dorkley
where
still makes videos.
it's really sad.
They still get views.
Yeah.
They're still here?
After all these years, they're still here.
Ugh. So is there anything else to talk about, or should we wrap?
Um,
Do you have any burning topics that you need to talk about?
No,
Yeah, 2023 election.
Shut up.
There is no 2023 election, at least not for our country
You don't know that?
or
I know.
the US,
Yeah, okay, cool. I know
which are like
things.
the two major ones.
So you think there's no 2023 election?
I mean,
That's
there
what
might
they
be one
want.
for some like state or like government, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, it's all one big state.
Okay.
That's what they want you to think.
Okay,
Andrew.
alright, so that's it. It's about wrapping time, I think, once Tadhg
Mm.
starts going off about,
Whoa,
the deep say we
Yeah.
need to.
They want you to think it's all different, but it's all one.
Okay, Robo-Café listeners.
Premiers are all chills.
Okay, Robo-Café
not
listeners,
real.
have a great Christmas and New
They're
Year's.
robots and chips
Uh,
in their little brains, and we make them do the things we want.
You do. I am half believe that you're a deep state actor
I
because
hope-
you're constantly doing this and constantly trying to.
We're the
undermine-
reason Friendly
Yeah,
Jordan
you're a
House
deep
got firebombed.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So
Okay,
have a great
cut.
New Year's. I hope your 2023 is beautiful.
I hope you have a beautiful.
I hope you have a great time.
Christmas.
I hope everyone enjoys that time. I hope everyone has a lot of cookies and milk, and they having a good time.
Holy fucking shit.
Having a good time, but actually, and whatnot. Good night.